Nice. Okay, here we go. Who would like to do the recaptional thingy?
Um, I guess I'll do it. Let me
Yay!
pull up my notes. It's been a while.
Well, that's fine. I get that.
Uh, basically, we fought the Panthers. Met the one max HP gnome warlock, who was a little fucking gremlin. Um,
Good.
we chatted about things, and then we decided to do a stealth mission, and under the cover of night to scout the Nightstone, and we returned. And I really think that's about what we did, other
Yeah, it
than
was
returning the Panther bodies
to
to
the
the cart.
cart. Yeah, I don't think there was anything over the top from there. You guys can all see the map, right? I think I have the stuff turned off.
Yeah, I can see the map.
Okay, cool. I just want to make sure there's not technical errors before we start moving pieces around. Uh,
No, let me move. I can't move my token. Oh, there it go. Why is there two?
because you must have dragged out too. I didn't touch it. Where are they? You're probably tiny.
Top left, next to a tree.
Hiya! Search! There it is. Okay. Let's drag you out. Oh, actually, you might be that size. Let's see.
I don't think I'm the size of a tree.
Well, no, because, no, yeah, you shouldn't be. You should be, like, actually that size. Because if we do no snapping,
Yeah.
it's, like, a 20-foot square, roughly.
Oh my god.
This is a big map. So when we do measuring like this,
Uh,
that's 40 feet, 20 feet is one square. So four
I could
times,
almost shoot the goblins of the tower.
yeah,
Reach. Actually, wait. Let me double check that. Because I don't think I have. Oh, nope. I have a range of 150, and I think max is 600. Holy shit. And I
yeah.
think I also have
So
sharpshooter.
if you have
Yeah, I do.
if you have the
Oh shit. I can shoot the goblins from here.
numbers, I think the first one is how far you can hit without like normally, and past that it's
Yeah.
disadvantage.
Yeah, but I have sharpshooter, so I don't. It doesn't impose a disadvantage.
Oh, well, fine then. Yes, but you also have to see over the wall, and the only one that's tall enough is the one right in front of the towers.
Yeah.
That is the one benefit of them having an elevation. Plus, you can't see anything actually in the map. Because of how tall the walls are. I think they're 15 foot tall.
I can just climb up the little goblin scout thing again and just shoot them. Easy
True,
peasy.
true. You won't be able to shoot any that are not out in the open, but yeah.
I mean, that's fine. They're the ones that are supposed to be watching. And I'm
True.
sure they have some type of an alarm.
Yeah. From what you could tell, this right here looks like a church with a giant bell on the front over here.
Oh boy.
So stealth may be important because if not, big bell go ring.
Just cut the bell.
Sure, go do that then.
Yeah.
So that just make sure it falls to the ground.
Ah, yes. Wrap the thing on the
Ding!
inside with duct tape. That way, when it does ring, it just goes dong.
You can
Like only like the people ringing it can hear it.
true.
It just goes dong.
I'm gonna task Hitler Discord real quick and try again because it says it's not
Okay.
responding, and I need to
Fine.
be able to look at messages and stuff. So yeah, Discord problem solved, and now onto your plan for entering it into the Goblin hold. As always, the sessions start off slow, but eventually they catch on.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, we have to socially interact with people again.
Yes.
We have to learn how to do that because I forgot, which I did.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna have to stealth into the city, right?
That would
I
be
mean, I guess we could always just let me go first and then eliminate the guards. That way, y'all don't have to do a stealth check.
I can turn one person invisible.
So from where you can see, the drawbridge is not down; it is up, but the map shows it down.
If you
Oh.
turn someone invisible, they would still be heard. They just wouldn't be
True.
seen.
True.
Lazar doesn't make noise. He has feathers.
Out of everyone, Noria makes probably the most noise.
True.
I weigh a grand total of 60 pounds.
Jesus.
Not including my armor, by the way. You gotta remember, in order to fly, I gotta have hollow bones and feathers.
Well, you're very special.
Except I can't fly.
There is that.
Yeah.
The drawbridge is up.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
drawbridge is up because it's
I'm
night.
looking like a goblin.
Okay.
Can I
Let's
see if
try
there's
that
anybody
out.
manning the drawbridge?
There appear to be two towers. That, through deduction, simple deduction, the ways to lift the drawbridge and lower it are in those two towers.
Alright, everyone, let's make a tower and lift the fucking goblin up. No, I'm kidding. Though, if anything, how much does the little fucking gnome weigh?
Very little. Let me look. I don't know about all of his gear, but the man himself is 35 pounds as is.
Oh, nice. Yeah, because I would be
Inventory.
77 with my
Weight carried is
equipment.
77, yeah. So, 120 pounds roughly, if I'm doing math right. I think it might be 110. Yeah, 110 roughly.
Wait, who?
Little gnome man.
He's a
110.
Jesus. Wait, I weigh.
Oh,
my
also,
backpack's
I
on the
forgot.
back of the cart.
I want to let you know, Diggory, you're currently encumbered, and that's one of our rules we have. So at the moment, I don't know what that does.
I think it's your move speed's reduced by half or some shit. If I remember correctly, you should be able to.
He just put some of his stuff in the cart.
Yeah, your speed drops by 10, so if you look at your walking speed, it's 15 feet instead of 25.
25.
So you're a slow moving 1 HP, carrying way too much. A lot of negative status effects are on you right now.
Just unequip your backpack and say you put it in the cart.
Yeah, that's fine. If you just carry your, because if you just take off your backpack and effectively are just carrying your stones and weapons and armor, yeah, if you just unequip your backpack, that might actually do it.
That's the case.
Yes.
I'm actually gonna.
Okay. Oh, also the 45-pound chest with all the stuff in it. That might help too.
Excuse me?
What the heck? It's carrying 45 pounds worth of stuff in a chest.
Carrying a chest.
Yeah.
Friggin'
Yeah, I sang a 45 pounds worth of stuffed chest.
I'm not gonna touch that, but if you just unequip that, then you won't be.
What the fuck? Okay, whatever.
Okay, you're unencumbered now. Great. Good. Okay, cool. Yeah. So, a recap for size of the map. Everything is gigantic, and your tokens are tiny. Uh, Does everybody have tokens somewhere on the map? No.
Heck.
If you can see the flashing circle over here, that's where you want to put them. Somewhere near there. And you do not need to make stealth checks, because none of them are paying attention. And there's the sound of whatever they're already doing.
Delphi is huge.
Listen,
Big lad.
has a normal sized body, nothing going on, alright?
Delphi
Mommy?
is huge. There we go.
Okay.
Oh
She's
golly,
still
oh
slightly
god.
bigger. She's still slightly, yeah, she's still slightly bigger.
I can't control, well, I can control the size. Let me, there. I think that
Oh, there it
works.
goes.
I think
That
that's
looks
good.
normal.
What's stupid is you can't like put two
Ooh, big
people in
dragon
one
lady.
box.
So, if you use the
Wait, yeah,
Alt
you
key
can.
on your
Oh, no.
keyboard, you can put it wherever you want to. Like, Velmia is
Okay,
in all
there
four
we go.
corners.
Oh, wait, really?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
If you hold the Alt key, you can put it anywhere. You don't. It doesn't snap.
So we need shallows and diggery on the map.
Okay, shallows. I got shallows. We'll put them on there. If I don't open up the wrong thing and start exploring his character sheet instead.
Does that mean he's finally awake?
I don't know. Is he?
Is he out of the cart?
Yeah, he came to see what you guys were doing once you put up the phantom.
Wait.
We are invading a
Oh,
goblin city.
I just realized it says it like literally right above our tokens it says 1 square's 10 feet.
Yeah.
Is it 10 feet?
It might be wrong. Let me
No.
change. No, I think it's 20.
Yeah.
Uh, Grid size. Cell width. Cancel.
20 feet, yeah. 20 feet.
Cell width size. Oh, I did the wrong thing. Okay, wait. Does that work? Yeah. Snap.
Yeah, that
Now
makes
10 feet.
sense.
That's better. I like that. That's fine.
Now I can definitely see them.
Oh yeah.
Or shoot them if I saw them.
Yeah.
Jesus, the range on the longbow is absurd. What the
That's
fuck?
why it's called long, not short. And even the short bow is long.
Like, hold on. I just want to test something.
Sure. You should be able to see like maybe.
I can shoot past the city.
Yeah.
I can literally, from this tree, I can shoot everything in the city.
Yeah. This is the power of a sniper that goes underrated. This is why rangers exist. They're meant to be able to be snipers, like this.
I can even shoot inside the keep.
Yeah.
What the oh my god, I just never realized how...
You can shoot there, but you can't necessarily see the target well enough from where you are. I mean, you have sharpshooter, so there's not any disabilities or disadvantages, but all you might see is something humanoid-ish. If there were something there, you don't know how big it is, the size. You can see how, like, if that makes sense, because it's somewhere there. Oh, I lost internet connection. Can you hear me again? The internet cut out.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, yes, you might not know what you're shooting at, but you can shoot at it and still somehow hit. I don't know how. That's fine. You're trained at sniper distances. It's super silent. Did I disconnect again? I'm gonna take that as a yes. Okay, cool. I heard mayhaps is good enough. The internet's cutting in and out. Okay, it looks strong again now.
I like how our characters just like saw a random city that's overrun by goblins and just was like, okay, let's kill all of them.
Yeah, fuck goblins.
Let's commit societal genocide. That's fine.
Yep.
We the Goblin
Slayer.
Slayers?
Alright,
Sure.
who has a helmet? That way we can't see their face.
It probably would be Noria if she did.
If only we
I
had a
guess
priestess, though.
I'm an elf archer, I guess.
Oh no.
Okay, so what is plan?
Oh no, I'm the witch. No.
Which one?
Oh no. Have you not seen Goblin Slayer?
Never.
Okay.
Yeah. You wouldn't
Don't
get
do
then.
it.
Don't do it.
All I know is
If
it's
you're faint of heart.
it's overtly gory, graphic,
Yeah.
and violent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my ideal show.
Oh.
I also like it.
It's pretty good.
I have no offense to violence or stuff like that. I just if it's fake and a show, fine.
Yeah.
I can handle that. But if it were in real life happening next to me, I'd be a little coward, crybaby.
It
That's
also has
most
some touchy
people.
subjects in there, so
That's
Yeah.
a natural
That's sexual
response.
assault.
Yeah,
yeah,
like
there is
a lot of sexual
sexual
assault.
great, I guess.
Yeah. What do you mean great? That's not great.
No.
Anyway, what are we doing?
That's a good question.
Your
Let's-
mom.
What?
I mean, she might enjoy the company, so you do you, man. Do you regret your decision to say that phrase now? I hope so. I hope it's just a little bit. Okay. As Noria said, anyway, let's figure out what the heck we're doing. Shallows want to initiate? The quiet one?
Shallows
Oh,
is
darn.
like,
Guess he's still asleep.
That's possible.
Like, okay, so if we have, if our objective is to we basically destroy the city, right?
No. We're just gonna kill the goblins. The city's already destroyed.
Okay. Well, I have a spell. I have Firebolt. If I could possibly light your arrow on fire, we wouldn't have to go in the thing.
Okay, but why are you now being a pyromaniac?
I mean,
We-
Maybe because you said we have to kill all the goblins.
That seems out of character. A little bit. But you are free to do whatever you decide to do.
Oh, I thought our thing was to kill the goblins. I'm very confused.
yeah, we killed them, but not by setting the whole fucking city on fire because
We
it
have
could
to
be re-inhabited.
Oh,
I
You
mean,
just punch the
Clarice
holes.
kind of. I feel like Clarice would be like, burn it, and then is like, wait,
Who the
no,
fuck is Clarice?
not Clarice.
Craylease?
Craylease. It's just like Crowley saw the
Betty.
fastest Crowley
Of course.
just saw the fastest explanation to do this as possible.
Also, not
we-
thinking about the fact that it could be re-inhabited.
Yeah, exactly. He has intelligence of
He's just
9.
thinking about efficiency.
He's not thinking about the consequence.
Okay,
Yeah, he's
great.
thinking about efficiency.
Diggory's trying to say something.
I mean, if you think about it, it's not the least logical way. I mean, we have to find a way for the gate to be lowered, and if they're in a panic and trying to escape,
I would like to point out that the entirety of all the walls, the buildings, the farm, the thing,
It's like
everything
50
except for the
feet high.
keep
Yeah, we
is
can't
made
see
of.
it.
Everything except for the keep is made of wood.
Yeah,
We-
but if we only set like the church building on fire, it wouldn't spread
It,
oh, you
to
must be
every
it
one good of an
depends on
archer.
the. It depends on how close it is to the fence and how close the fence is to everything else.
Well, you said this one right here is the church, right?
Correct. Yeah, but that's pretty close to the
Okay.
to the fence.
Yeah. Well, but I mean, it's still. I have to move my token over there to see. 10 feet.
Yeah, 10 feet. Fire can hop 10 feet. Fire, if it's like a forest fire, can hop across a freeway.
Yeah, I can hop across a freeway. I have literally seen it happen in action.
That happened
Your
to us in
freeway.
California.
Yeah. It's not
Well,
fun to watch.
imagine being a Californian.
California.
I say that while living in California.
Okay,
okay, well, you got to figure out some way to get in there.
true.
I mean, I guess we could go with this building because I mean, as long as it's a building that won't spread.
We technically
Well, actually, roll me an intelligence check or save. Actually, Lazar. If you can hear me and I haven't disconnected again. Yeah. Okay.
That way it doesn't spread to the fence and catch everything else on fire. I mean, it's already destroyed, so
No,
see
none
that
of
big
the.
old hole?
Yeah, the holes are already there for sure. I'm up for anything you guys
Ew,
want to do.
I like how those giants hit everything except for the fence.
I mean, to be fair, the fences are vertical.
Yeah, but still. Like, if they're throwing them, you would think they would at least graze one.
So, these were, I believe I told you, cloud giants, and they fell through the stones from above, not from the side.
Yeah.
So the cloud giants live in a cloud, like Jack and the Beanstalk.
Oh, so they literally just dropped
They
it like a
dropped them. They
fucking,
didn't throw them like
like a
arched.
bomb.
It was dropped vertically, not arched.
Artillery fire.
Not even that. It was literally just like it raining rocks.
They didn't even throw them. They kind of just pushed them off the edge. And just
Let
they fell.
gravity do the work.
Yep.
So, are we gonna do this or?
No.
Ah,
I like how Kraylese is the
Icarus.
one being impatient now. That's
Yeah.
Lazar's job.
No. You guys are free to just say, I'm going to do, and then do whatever.
I mean,
Fine. I go to the fucking Goblin outpost.
Great.
Or not the outpost.
So you're going to the front?
Yes.
Okay.
I
And I
follow
climb
him
up the
dressed as a
tree.
goblin.
Okay.
Like the little goblin helper.
Okay. So we got Lazar. And
Now
you
how
can...
am I supposed to set that building on fire?
do you not
What'd
have
you
a
say?
tinderbox?
No, I don't.
Oh, well then you need a
Kralis,
tinderbox.
is Firebolt a cantrip or a spell?
Yeah, cantrip.
I don't think it sets things on fire if it's a cantrip. I think it does fire damage, but I don't think it sets things on fire. Because spells like
Anyone got some
Fireballs says
oil?
that it lights things on fire. The damage type is fire. It's like if you did a harmless blowtorch effect. It's not actually.
Well, it says you hurl a mode of fire at a creature or an object within range, make a ranged spell attack. On a hit, the target takes 1d10 fire damage. A flammable object hit by this spell ignites
Nice.
if it
Okay, cool.
isn't being worn or carried.
Okay, cool. Worn or carried. There you go then.
Damn, my bow is being carried. Wait, you're not setting my bow on fire, it's my arrow. That's not being carried.
If you, well, here's the thing, right? If you do the accordance of that spell, you can put the arrow on the ground or on a stone, and then let the arrow on fire, and then put that into
and then pick it up. Yeah.
And then it just immediately goes out.
I don't think that's how that works, but
because now it's being carried.
Just wrap it up in some dry grass.
Yeah, why not?
Or you could use the clothes of the goblin there.
Oh yeah, that is true. I'm sure that its shitty fucking loincloth is flammable.
It might be a little soiled. It might be damp.
I'm not touching it. That's disgusting. That's fucking nasty. Why would you say that?
I mean, he died, so...
I didn't need to know that.
I mean, if you're planning on using it for a purpose of lighting a fire and it's wet,
They
I'm
don't
gonna
have
tell
the
you that it's
gloves?
wet. You brought up the concept of using the clothes, or somebody did, and so I have to
Put
point out
gloves
that
on!
Huh?
How do you wear gloves?
I put them over my feathers.
Oh my god.
It's like stuffing straw into a glove.
I still have
He's gonna climb into this tree and he's gonna like shoot a firebolt at the thing.
At where?
At the big building.
Which big building?
Right here.
But you can't see the big building.
I just said I climbed the tree.
Yeah, Krayley said you climbed the tree first.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This one here is too short for you to go up.
The one I'm in. That's out front.
Because the hill is inclined and the height of the actual top of the fence is around 25 feet. The tree is about 15. So it'd still be unable for you to... You might be able to see the top of a building. I mean, and I guess it's enough for you to hit it, but you won't be able to see, like, the city streets.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to hit the top of the building from this tree, you can. Instead of
I'll
down
hit the
by
top
the
of the building.
drawbridge. If you wanted to use this one, you could hit anywhere. But if you wanted to go from this one up where everyone else is, then it would just be like the top of the building. So it's your call what you want to do.
I mean, I'm just hitting the top of the building.
Nice. Okay, cool.
Because the point of it is just to get people to run out and like pull down the drawbridge, basically.
Okay.
Oh wait, if that
technically.
Well, this is gonna be my perch anyway, so.
I need to check something. I need to check what's in that building. Because there may be treasure that you're setting on fire.
We can also just light the fence on fire.
That's true as well.
We could.
Okay.
Already set the building on fire.
I
could do that. I could do that as well.
You said you were watching for people that were running out? Like goblins?
Well, I can only see the top of the building, so we're just gonna try to get the drawbridge to go down.
Like if it's gonna cause chaos inside and people are gonna try to get out?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me pull up a random fire effect here. Let's just actually draw it, because chaos is fun. We'll do that.
I have to come out to get the water, or probably.
They have a well, it looks like.
Yeah.
They have a well. Yeah.
They do.
Here, but it's probably for drinking, not putting out fires. So after what seems like a minute, it starts to grow to the point where it gets noticeable at night. And then you hear the church bells start ringing. Then there's chaotic goblin sounds of mild panic. The Tsar, you can see, I think, roughly like 12 goblins running around out here. Let me see. The two in the watchtower start looking around and paying more attention once they hear the bell. And they're going to try and look around outside and see where or actually we'll probably look towards the fire and see what caused it, because they're not going to be unaware.
Goblins don't really know about magic.
They're
pretty.
sure.
I'm pretty sure they're pretty dumb.
That part is true, yes. So yeah, they're looking towards the fire, not out to exactly where you are. There's no point for that to make sense. Let me put out tokens of the free asset Goblin. No result found in your library for those keywords. Of course, whatever you say. I don't think these are registering as me dropping them in here.
We see them.
You do?
I see them at least.
Okay, because I do not. Oh, now they're showing up. They're not this big. Lazar, I want you to roll a perception check for me.
Everyone?
Just Lazar, because he's at the top of the big tree.
Oh.
And this information is to specifically Lazar. Okay. So yeah, you see the goblins, as I said, looking around, trying to figure out what's going on. Let me see if I can... There's like 2 of each. There's 4 goblins in the towers, 2 in each. They're smaller. I'm not gonna have them all be the same size because I'm lazy. See if I can do more than one at the same time. You see 2. There's a chicken over here, and then 2 smaller goblins come out and are chasing the chicken around, oblivious to what everything else is happening. You could even say they look like children goblins. And tell me when if you're gonna shoot or do anything. And then these ones start running over here, looking at the fire, and all start yelling at each other, trying to figure out who started the fire. And then eventually they lower the drawbridge, and it just falls down and makes a loud thud sound. And they, about 4 of them run out and start trying to get water.
Can I blend in with them?
You're currently over at the other side of the tree.
Okay.
These are also goblins who have lived together forever. or for as
Oh,
long as
golly,
you're
oh
aware.
gosh.
So you can try and blend in and see how that goes, for sure. So for now, you are over here because you haven't moved your token yet. I assume that where your token
I don't
is,
even see my token.
you don't.
Yeah, this
Oh
whole
yeah, his
time I
token's
thought I
still
was
on
with
here.
Lazar.
I
Yeah,
think that we didn't put it, but yeah,
And
you
he
did
would
say
be
you
near
were.
Lazar.
It's true.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's put you out there then. Okay.
Oh, I'm huge.
No, we're gonna make
Uh.
you. There you go.
Smaller. Yeah.
God!
It literally looks like Lazar was an exponent.
There you
He's smaller than the goblins.
go. Yeah.
I'm being.
Yes, you're being bullied. Okay, let's put you back. So like, not bigger, but like bigger. There you go.
Slightly smaller.
Just slightly smaller, not tiny. I mean, you are, but yeah.
Are horses in this matter?
Where are the
They're
horses?
tied up.
Probably not in line of sight. I figured you would have probably left them off the map with your cart in an area that had slightly more trees. Unless you want to bring the cart here and have additional chaos possibilities. I figured it was not here. Are we leaving them there? Oh, my internet's gone again. Okay.
Are those 4 goblins like all lined up getting water? Or is there like one standing over
there's
watch?
one over
or...
here, there's 3 over here, and then these 4 are still up here. It looks like 2 of them are watching outside, 2 of them are watching inside.
Hmm.
At this point, the bell has stopped ringing as attention has been given.
So is this all of the goblins, or are there still some in buildings?
There are probably some, quote, mothers and children or
Oh,
teenagers or something that are not in plain of sight.
are we gonna kill the children?
I did
course.
say it looks like there's
Leave
2.
no survivors.
I did say it looks like
Survivor.
there's 2 children-aged ones over here that are chasing a chicken.
We
For once,
leave no
nobody
survivors.
commented on my chicken drawings.
Chicken.
Oh my god.
If you feel like murdering children, by all means, you are free to do what you want.
I
mean,
feel
you
like murdering children.
Oh,
Hell
golly,
yeah.
oh gosh.
That's exactly what I would expect from a noble.
Yeah,
I mean,
well,
And a pacifist who was literally talking about yesterday, like how she wouldn't do this. That's weird.
she's had a change of heart.
You had a
Lazar
change of
has
heart.
been a
Belmia
negative
did not
influence.
change of heart.
and then
You are-
Nora is just sitting here like, I ain't helping you kill children.
You don't know that. Lazar saw the children. All you see is
Yeah,
what
I
it
know.
looked like.
I'm just saying, in general, my character would not kill children, regardless of if they're
The only ones
goblin.
I'm gonna kill are the ones that are gonna attack me. Hey, if a child decides to come attack me, it's getting an arrow to the forehead.
I think we should all remember that this was a human settlement that was literally killed, and where humans were literally killed and taken over by
All the
goblins.
goblins killed the fucking humans and kept them captive.
The children didn't,
You didn't
don't know
but
that.
they were raised by their murderous parents.
and just because
And they're gonna
someone's
become
parents are
murderers because we killed their parents.
hey, just because
Where'd
Just
my
because your
token go?
parents kept slaves
Hey, wait.
doesn't mean the
Oh,
children
sorry.
are affiliated with it.
exactly.
You
And
don't
this
know
case-
that.
With
The
the
children could have
baby.
been little freaking
They're
ankle
goblins.
biters.
What do you
I
mean?
have,
Well,
I have a question.
again, this is just Noria's opinion.
To be fair, another situation could be, okay, son, so this is how you put manacles on a prisoner.
I could see
This
that
is how
happening.
you torture them by tearing off their fingernail.
Yeah. Did I do it right? No.
So I have a,
Here,
How
you gotta do
far-
it like this. Yank.
Yeah, exactly.
Realize children doing it would probably be more painful because they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah,
Exactly.
a better torture method.
Anyway.
Okay.
Now you've debated the ethics of killing children.
Of course, I'm gonna throw an ethics problem at you. This is the psychologist, a psych student throwing stuff at you. I'm not just gonna give it simple like it's goblins. There's gonna be children chasing a chicken.
The chicken.
You can kill the
Shoot a
chicken.
check.
You can kill anything.
Shoot.
This is your
Shoot.
game. It's all imaginary. It's not like you're gonna kill a child in real life. That's fine. You can do it here. It's fake.
Yeah, Quinn, you can just take out all your hatred on children in this game.
I know, but Noria is not that kind of character.
Yeah.
I'll just blast.
Okay. So then these ones run back in with water.
Okay.
And
Wait, yeah, you never answered my question though.
what is your? I said they're laid out like this, right here.
Yeah, but like,
They're not in a line. They're not in a. You can kill
so
them
that
with
one in the
shot.
back is like just overlooking.
So this
them?
one is like that.
Okay.
So they are in a line, but not in a 2 with 1 arrow line.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's well.
It's just following the riverbank. If it was a different lineup
Yeah,
and you were at the other tree, you could probably get all 4 of them if you hit it at the right moment.
I think I am gonna try and shoot an arrow at this one, and then before this one notices, shoot an arrow at him. With
Can you
like
take a
quick
multiple
succession.
attack?
Wait, can I
but
see
we're
them?
not in combat.
True. Cool. So let's roll initiative then.
Wait, can I see one of the goblins up there, or is it just only Lazar can?
No, you can too.
Okay, I'll shoot the other one if he
Okay.
shoots one with Eldritch Blast.
Okay, cool.
Cool. That works.
Okay. Roll initiative and do your attacks. Let's have everybody do it, and I'm gonna do all of goblins on one turn because too much effort. Because it's all happening in 6 seconds anyway. So.
Who's my initiative?
And I'm also lazy. I don't want.
21.
Okay.
Rolled then beyond because I'm lazy.
Perfect. I agree with the lazy.
Oh my god, my brain. Please work.
Oh yeah, roll my attack too. Oops.
Oh, cool. Goblins got a 1, natural 1. So they're going at the bottom.
I got a 5.
Oh, I have my roll set to GM. Okay.
Oh my god.
Noria 5.
And then an 11 to hit.
I don't know. I'm assuming that hits. Let me verify.
I got an 11. Why is it green?
Because you got a natural 20 on your 11.
Ah, yes.
Because your
Established
stuff's
that, like-
broken.
Yeah, that's just weird.
Okay. So generic goblin, an 11 misses.
Really?
Yeah.
I have a +8 and I rolled a 3.
Oh,
I'm so sad.
okay. It says leather, armor, and shield. So I'm gonna say that it's probably not, because these ones don't have leather, armor, and shield except for the
Okay.
ones up here. The non on guard ones don't have the leather armor and a shield.
So the ones in the tower would, but the ones outside
Yeah.
wouldn't.
Yeah, because the ones up here have protection and stuff to do things in case they're attacked for some reason. But I mean, I guess most likely one of them, some of them don't really have their shields on them. So let's make it a leather armor is +2, +2. So yeah, I guess we'll set the AC of all of them to 11 because they don't have their leather armor and they don't have their shield. Or they have their leather armor, so it should be 13. So 13 for the ones in the tower, and 11 for the normal ones. Or 10 for the normal ones. 13.
So then they hit.
These ones do not because Lazar had an 11
Yeah, but
An
Lazar's
11.
not aiming
Just-
for those ones.
for
It
these
sh-
ones,
I,
right? Or are
I
you
also
aiming for
think
the
it should.
ground, Lazar?
I was aiming for the tower.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we both aim for the tower.
I think they were both aiming for these ones up here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well.
I'm also confused as to like
Wah.
the whole rolling the attack before combat start or after combat starts, even though it's supposed to be. They don't even know we're there yet.
No,
Wouldn't we
That's-
have
what
advantage?
you're doing your attacks for are before combat. These are your surprise round attacks.
Oh.
Oh,
So you once okay, so I need Belmia, what's yours?
Sorry, it was 15.
15. Kralis,
8.
8. Okay. Diggory got yours. Lazar, don't have yours. What's your initiative?
15.
15. 15. Noria got yours. Shallows, I don't think you're here. Okay. I'm gonna not put you in the initiative because I don't hear you or see you. And I'm not gonna be given Shallow's session experience unless they are participating, because that's not how that works. Put them in the order. That makes them sense. Lazar is before Belmia because dexterity. And then goblins at the very of the bottom. Okay. Put the goblins at the bottom. Okay, Diggory, it is your turn again. Wait, what was your attack to hit?
oh, 11. So I
Okay,
just
good.
missed. I missed like
Yeah, both of
2.
you missed. Okay, cool. So it is your turn for at the start of the initiative order.
Wait,
I'm
I
gonna.
have a question.
Yeah.
Real quick. Wouldn't they basically already be a guaranteed hit since they're distracted?
No,
It
that's
would be.
not how that works, because they might be moving around or panicking, and your arrow would miss. The
Oh,
only way they're a guaranteed hit is if they're unconscious. These
Oh.
ones are playing card games and stuff. And even
so
if
would
they
it
were
even be advantage?
no, because it's what with the attention drawn to the fire, their alertness levels have gone up before you shot your
Okay.
first arrows.
So
If you
Okay.
now
had
that
done-
they've
and
hit, they are now aware of us.
well, also the fact that the bell rang to draw attention to the fire. If it was a more stealth, you might have an advantage to hit because they have zero clue of anything happening. But now that there's a big fire in the center of their village area, they're more alert and more aware of everything else, so there would be no advantage. They are not surprised, quote.
So now that Lazar and
Diggory.
Diggory missed their attacks, they are aware they are there.
They are aware that
Probably-
something is shooting at them from outside the tower because of
Yeah, but they don't know where we
because of Diggory's shadow bolt. Lazar's arrow would not have been noticeable enough to draw attention
are. Yeah,
because it's
one
just an
it's black
arrow.
and two and it's silent.
Yeah, but the other one is like a demonic shadow bolt.
Yeah.
So
The-
that's more like chaotic whispers as it comes towards you and then deals damage to you.
And then
It's-
I'm sure it also makes a noise when it hits something.
Yeah, it does. It's a little small harmless explosion, but it does the actual damage. I don't know, harmless was the wrong choice of word. Anyway, yes, they are aware that something
in this
from
context.
Huh?
Harmless in this context, yes.
Yes, because it missed. Correct. So, Diggory, it is your turn with action, bonus action, reaction, and movement.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot again at the ones in the tower.
Okay, which
And then
one
I'm gonna send-
specifically? Doesn't
The
matter.
one in front of us.
Looking toward. Well, I mean, I guess they're. Only one would actually notice. No, both of them would notice.
Oh, if one would have noticed, I
Well,
would have
they're
shot the one that noticed again.
they're facing different directions. Because
Right.
one's looking inside, one's looking outside.
The ones that are closer to the drawbridge, those two, are
Yeah.
looking out. These ones are looking towards the fire, and
Yeah.
inward.
Okay, I'll hit the ones looking out.
Okay, cool. I like that. I would say this one doesn't notice. This one does. It's not that you
17.
have an advantage, but yeah, that hits.
Okay. And I'm gonna roll for damage. 10
It's
max.
dead in one hit.
And then I'm gonna send Icarus to the one right over closest to me.
How far can he move?
He can move. Boom, 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 boom.
Because he might have to take a dash action to get somewhere.
20 feet or 20 feet.
Okay,
Or 40 feet with flying.
40 feet with flying in one turn? Okay.
Mhm.
So yeah, you can get to the other one.
Okay, I'm gonna attack with Sting. Roll D20. 16. 16 a hit?
Yep.
Okay, 1d4 plus 3. Oh, 1d4 there.
Lazar, you're up after this.
6.
6?
Yeah.
Okay. What is the effect on that? I think there's other flavor text after it happens.
Poison damage on a failed save.
Of wisdom? Constitution?
Constitution.
Probably.
Yeah. Constitution.
Wait, which one did your imp hit?
The one. This one is dead. The inner one is dead.
That one's dead.
Yeah.
I'll draw it.
Okay.
This one I hit.
I'm just gonna have it. If you kill it, you're responsible for Xing it.
Yeah.
So that way I can do everything else too. Perfect. Good job. You made a toy sword. Good job.
Yeah.
Oh wait. The target must make a DC 11 Constitution saving throw, taking 10. Yeah. Okay.
It's a 19.
Okay. Oh Jesus.
For the con save.
And
but
so
it takes 6 points of damage.
Your imp's attacking this one?
Yeah, that one. The one that has the yellow dot on it.
Oh, this one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wait, okay, it's not the one in the tower.
Oh yeah, it's not. It's just, I killed one of them. I didn't go for the other one because I didn't know how far I can go.
Okay, yeah, it's still the same amount of health. Alright. Great. Let me just put in there how much it's got left. Okay. What else you doing?
And I am going to I think that's gonna be the end of my turn.
And everybody else who is not Diggory and Lazar, you are that far away from the fight.
Yep.
Yep.
So yeah, sorry, Diggory. Anything else?
No, that'll be it.
Lazar. Belmia, you're after
gonna...
this.
Yep.
I'm gonna go for that one right there.
Okay.
That way he doesn't notice the body.
Okay.
Where is it? There it is. 22.
Okay. I don't think that's natural, is it?
No.
Okay,
it
it's
is
just green.
14. Yeah, I don't know why. I'm literally just normally clicking it.
That's fine. It is what it are. It's dead.
Well,
Your plus damage kills it.
oh yeah, with my Yep.
If you rolled a 1, it would be dead. For your damage.
X it with a different color.
I am.
Nice.
I'm gonna use black for mine.
Okay, cool.
I just chose the first color
That's
that popped
red.
up.
God damn it.
Well, I guess he got red.
No.
No, I take it back. I don't wanna. You can't make me.
And then I'm gonna have Toothless. Wait, hold on. Is there anything else I can do?
You could throw your hand at it. Your
Oh, yes.
pet hand. See if it'll poke him in the eye. Are you still sorting through your sheets, trying to figure out what you want to do?
Yeah. Oh, wait. It says right here in combat, the Drake shares your initiative count, taking its turn immediately after yours.
Neat. There you go then.
Yeah.
I thought
You
that's
must take a
effectively
bonus.
what we decided anyway.
Yeah. It is. You must take a bonus action on your turn to command it to take an action. Oh.
Which you still have a bonus action.
Yeah, I do. So yeah, I'm gonna have Toothless go after the one that the imp attacked,
Okay, cool.
and he has 40 movement, so that's no problem.
Yay! Because
Let's see.
hypotenuse.
Where's his attack roll?
That is a good question. I'm guessing somewhere on his sheet.
Yeah, it is. Fight.
Nibble, nibble.
He got a 15.
That one is dead.
All right. I mean, that
You
was
should.
just a hit, but
It's
yeah,
it's
they have
dead.
7 HP, don't they?
They have 7 total HP. It was done 6
Yeah. Yeah,
before.
okay.
So no matter what you roll for damage, it's dead.
So that one's dead.
Damn, I got the assist.
Would put an assist on it, like another X on it to show that
No,
you
no.
also hit it.
There's the yellow
Keep
dot.
in mind
I'll
this
put the yellow mark right there. Put the yellow mark right there.
this fight is like.
The fight hasn't even really started because they don't know where we are.
I mean, I'm kind of thinking the other people for this are getting experience too. I don't think you're claiming experience
Yeah, I think
for
we're
yourself.
just gonna. Yeah, we're just keeping track.
Because the pacifist is gonna do their own method, Belmia. However that is.
Saves the children. Saves the children.
Saves the children so you can round them up later. Do your own method. Alright. Yes. Is that all you're doing, Lazar? You staying up in the tree, obviously, because sniper.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we
Hold
could
on.
like
It has its
capture them
own
to make
bonus
sure that they
action as
get
well.
like, and give them to like take them to the city to make sure that they're taken care of. I
Why
guess.
would you want to
I
put
think they're
goblins
gonna
in the
be.
city?
I think they're gonna be taken care of, not gently nurtured and.
They're gonna be
Wink.
fed to the earth.
Yeah, they're gonna be given as treats to obscure exotic animals. They're not gonna be
Yeah.
nurtured
No.
in an orphanage.
So for that's weird. So apparently, if it has a bonus action available, the dragon just immediately takes the dodge action if I don't command it to do anything else.
Well, yeah, because that way it has a better chance of staying alive in case an area of attack thing happens or it's seen or something.
I'm just gonna have it do the dodge action since I'm assuming it's seen.
You already gave a command, which was, I guess, the creature's action.
Yeah, so it's a bonus action for me to command it.
And then it has its own initiative on top of that?
Yeah,
Okay,
it has
cool.
its own action and bonus action.
Okay, cool. That's fair, because you could do something else with that bonus action, so.
Yeah. Because it has its own reaction
So,
called
you're not doing
Infuse
anything
Strikes.
else with Toothless.
No, he's
Okay.
just gonna dodge.
Wait, did
Do
you?
the
I
dodge,
want to
but-
clarify. You had Toothless bite him
Yes.
with no teeth.
Yep. And he did
died
damage.
And he died.
He died from
He
gum
died for
attack.
We could
died
just say
from
it's
nomming.
lightning damage.
Oh, true. That's
Numbing.
true. It could be like
Nom
when he
nom.
bites, he sparks or something,
Yeah,
and so
because
yeah,
it's
flavor.
supposed to be. He's supposed to have teeth,
Yeah,
obviously,
he's
but
supposed to have teeth, but we have his baby, so
yeah.
cool. Belmia.
Um, I mean, there's nothing she can really do except move. Walk
You might
closer.
have the range.
Do I have the range for anything? I don't think I
You
have
might.
range enough to do with that.
It depends what you're trying to do.
Wait a second. Mini rock gnome.
Hold on.
Mini,
Mini.
Do I
as
have
in more than one.
Where's Many Rock Gnome?
Wait, hold on. I'll send a screenshot. Mini rock gnome, as in more than one rock gnome.
I think that's the gender.
Man E.
I think the gender is many genders.
all of them?
Oh, that's a
Many.
thing. I didn't know that
Apparently.
was a thing.
Well, that's what it is there.
You're right. That is.
Because then other
Because
people's character
mine's male
sheets.
there.
Yeah.
Damn, we're calling Diggory he, and we don't even know if that's right.
He didn't correct us.
It's
Excuse
true.
me, many didn't correct you.
They didn't correct us.
It ties into the backstory I told therapy about Tyson.
Oh no, wait,
Then
if you have an imp and you have other souls in you.
I did not say that. I didn't say that.
I have no idea what's happening. I do, but I don't. For Noria, I don't know. For Diggory, I do. Okay. Is that turn complete, Lazar? Or, yeah, I think you
Yes.
said yeah. Belmia.
All she can do is move, just because like there's nothing that she can do that has.
Did you move twice? Did
No,
you
I
use
moved
an
once.
action to move
Yeah,
Oh,
you
twice?
yes.
could dash.
Okay.
Yes, I zoom.
You zoom. Okay.
You go double your distance, right? Or is it?
Yeah, you go double
don't
your
remember.
distance.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, if you take the action, you move your movement speed again.
Oh heck. What's 30
That's
feet? I
running
just moved.
instead of walking.
Okay. Well, she's booking it. Hold on, I have to remember where I was just at. Okay. 1, 2, 3. It's like playing Monopoly.
Wait, there's
Okay.
a ready.
Zoom in.
Wait, that's so cool. I didn't know that.
There's already what?
There's a bonus action called ready.
Yeah. So you can. The ready action is.
Whenever certain parameters
You
set,
use you use your reaction
Yeah.
to do something when to fulfill an if then statement.
Maybe I should use my dark dice for this moment.
Sure. Do it.
If the goblin steps next to me,
So,
I move.
Belmia
What
is
the
complete.
fuck? That's so lame.
Yeah, she's done.
Kralise.
Okay. Well, since Krellis is up a tree,
Mm-hmm.
I think he's gonna use his dash action to climb down and then move.
Okay. It's gonna be difficult terrain to go down.
Yep.
Unless you just jump, which you could do a dex save if you wanted to do that too, and keep your extra movement.
Oh, sure, I'll just jump down.
Okay, it's like
Oh, golly, oh
10 to
gosh.
15 feet. So do a dex save for me.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So you take, I think it's 6 d6, not 6 total. What is fall damage? Is it a 4 or 6? 1d6 for every 10. We'll just say you do something like sticking your daggers as you come down, so that you're slowed but you're not falling, but it's quick and doesn't use your movement. You're letting gravity do it. That's fine.
I also think it's kind of stupid in this game that you can jump so high that you cause yourself fall damage. Because it's a strength modifier with jumping.
True.
So if your strength's high enough, you can just like jump up so high and then take fall damage.
True.
Great.
Just by
So I'm
just by
gonna
jumping.
ignore that fall damage since it's not like falling. You're controlled falling. So I'm gonna just
Yes.
let it go. Okay, yeah, you have your full movement.
Okay. Alright, then I'm just gonna do what Belle did and dash.
I lied. Shallows is in the cart. Napping again.
We got 60 feet of movement.
Okay. Nice. Moria?
Gonna be Delphi first.
Sure.
Delphi's just gonna dash.
Okay. If you're gonna do the same thing, you can just move both your tokens at the same time.
How do you do that?
Select both, like drag the box over them.
Yeah, just click and drag a box over them.
I can't do that. Oh, there we go.
I don't know how far that was.
It's about the right.
Cool.
Yeah, the attack against you has disadvantage
There you go.
if you see the attacker. Oh, okay.
I think you're there. Let me look. No snap. No! Stay there. Ruler.
That was 60 feet, yeah.
Cool. Alright. The Gobbo's turn. They are going to, in panic, as death sounds are happening, they're gonna run inside and start raising the drawbridge. Move. Alt. I can't alt. Okay, hold on. No, stay there. And now, there we go. Close enough. 32.
Okay.
And they're gonna start closing the drawbridge.
Got the net up a shredder.
Realize that the other half is not there to
Oh, it's
raise
super slow.
to raise their half of the drawbridge.
Yep.
So it's gonna
Let's
take
go,
twice as
Diggory.
long to raise it. So instead of 3 turns, it takes 6 combat turns to raise the drawbridge.
So
it's
Only-
36 seconds.
It's off the ground by like a foot right now.
so if we killed the other side, the bridge would just drop back down.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, let me roll for. Who's next?
It is your turn.
Okay, let me roll for Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
19. Does that hit?
Yes.
Yeah, that
hits.
You need to get equal to or greater than 13 if you're hitting a
Okay.
tower. If you're hitting a normal, it's 10 or higher.
Let me look for my 1d10. My brain's the size of a goldfish right now.
That's okay.
Okay.
Mine is equivalent. Always.
It is a 7.
Okay.
That kills it.
Yeah, it's dead.
And then I send my friendly neighborhood Icarus
Okay.
to the other one. And I'm gonna roll for attack. Icarus, let me recheck. Let me look at it.
That should be enough movement. How much movement does he have?
41 flying.
Yeah, that's fine. Because
Okay.
my dragon has literally the same.
16 plus
That hits.
1d4. Oh no, my 1d4 flew. 5 damage, and it has to make a DC 11 Constitution saving throw. I killed this one right here.
Yeah, another X.
Another 8.
All right. What is the imp damage hits hurt?
5
It did 5
Okay, cool. Let's put that.
and Constitution saving throw.
No, no,
of
no.
11, right?
Yeah, 11.
10.
So it gets poisoned.
Okay, no, taking 10 3d6 poison damage on a failed Constitution save.
Did you say 10d6?
Oh yeah, it says taking 10 and then
In
D6.
parentheses,
parentheses 3d6.
3d6,
Oh,
not
okay.
10d6.
Oh, okay, or half as a damage on a successful one.
So we could just assume it's dead.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Also, though, it would have killed the other one earlier if I read the whole thing. Okay, so my apologies.
That's
Okay.
fine. It's really whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't want to send my dragon into a pack of 3 anyways.
Good call. The imp is a lot more powerful than the dragon.
No, I think it's the vice versa.
You think the dragon?
Eventually.
Yeah, the dragon will become more, but the imp
No.
early game.
Right now, my dragon has an armor class of 16 and 25 health.
Okay, yeah, that's a
He's a
bit more.
tanky fucking boy.
Okay. True.
Yeah, my armor class is only 13. His
No, what-
Icarus is only 13.
What about Icarus's health?
Only 10.
Okay.
Yeah, see,
Yeah, but he's a
dragon's
blast
tanky.
damage, whereas dragon is tank.
Yeah.
Because dragon
Well, I
doesn't
think-
do 3d6 damage right now.
Well, that's only because of the fucking poison.
Yeah, but like if even if it fails, it does like half the 3d6, so it still does a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah, mine. I think mine does 1d6 plus proficiency bonus right now, but eventually it also get plus lightning damage. It has plus 0.
But I'm pretty
lightning
sure
damage right now.
Toothless could kill Icarus in 1 hit.
2 hits. I think the max that he can hit for is 8.
Oh gosh. Yeah, 2 hits. Okay, sorry guys.
But yeah, but Icarus is also a familiar, so he's not ever dead. He's just
Oh yeah, I can.
temporarily dismissed until you summon him
Dragon
back.
isn't ever dead either.
Yeah.
Because
It's
he's
not?
considered the same.
Oh,
No.
okay, cool. Maybe I guess there's
Because I'm
just
supposed
some
to use a spell slot in order to summon him back. But
Oh, okay.
he exists until I summon him back. But
We'll effectively
So, yeah.
classify that as a pet revive spell instead of like.
yeah. Because I don't want to be changing his like infusion every time because like that just
No.
does
I wouldn't have let that happen anyway.
yeah, because I like him being like an outcast like Lazar.
Yeah. Okay, so we're back.
Should be my turn, right?
I believe so. Yes.
I don't think Diggory knows this, but the backstory of Toothless is that he's a lightning dragon. They're normally blue, but he's black. And obviously Lazar is also black feathered, so
Ooh.
we were both cast away by our people.
Oh. That's interesting. I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, I have a question for like pets. Do they gain XP or like is it like they're only
No,
Set
they do
level.
not gain XP. Your
Okay.
your imp is a familiar.
He
Lazars
levels
might
up with
level.
you. Mine gets stronger with levels
Imps
because
do
of my
not
subclass.
level.
Okay.
Familiars
don't-
stay the same
Let
level.
me-
Yours is different because yours is a class feature, not a familiar. Like familiars themselves, like your dragon will level with when you do,
Yeah.
but Diggory's imp does not. Because it's a creature that has existed before Diggory was born. So this
Oh, yeah.
is his evolved state.
Yeah, literally at level 7, Toothless goes from doing 1d6 plus proficiency bonus to gaining another d6 of the Drake's infused essence.
Great.
So he literally just gets double his damage at level 7, so... And that's also when he gets bigger.
Yeah.
Sense.
Are you level 5 right now?
4, almost 5.
Okay. We'll figure something out. I wanted there to be kind of like growth.
Yeah, I know.
So
That's
we'll figure it out.
at level 5 I planned on doing the spec into fighter so I could get magic archer or whatever it was,
Oh
like I
yeah,
was telling you about.
arcane archery. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That way it gives him time to actually grow.
True.
Um,
Lizar.
I guess, yeah, I guess I'm just gonna have shoot at this one. Whoops, that's this one.
Okay.
Let me go back to my character sheet.
I would.
Go ahead.
You wouldn't, so I'm not gonna ask. Yeah, go ahead. Roll hit.
All right.
That's a nat
uh,
20.
whoa, not 20.
I believe so.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
So how do crits work? Is it when
It's
you get a
double
nat 20?
double damage.
Instant death.
I'm not.
So-
It's just dead. You don't need to roll for it because your lowest plus whatever your next lowest is.
My lowest is literally
It's
5.
enough to the point
Yeah.
where this creature who looks like they're running away in fear has their head pinned to the wall.
Oh Jesus fucking
Oh,
Christ!
no.
That's kind of scary actually.
This got dark.
This one's mega super dead.
This one, like, that was not one of the army ones.
Yeah.
My boy ain't going nowhere.
That was
Well,
not a
no
war trained
shit.
one.
He's definitely not going anywhere when he fucking gets his head pinned to a wall.
Precisely.
I didn't know my arrows were that strong, but I guess they are.
It's your nat 20 that did it.
Yeah.
It's not just a generic arrow. It was aimed. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, no, I
Dragon
guess I'm
doing
gonna
anything?
have. Yeah, I'm gonna have him basically repeat the last turn on this one, where
Okay.
he goes up, attacks, and
Another
then takes a dodge.
toothless not nibble, or is he tanking?
He's gonna hit.
He's gonna hit. Okay.
He misses.
Yeah, he misses bad. But do we have a dragon token for him? I think not, right?
I don't think so. I don't have one.
Okay.
That I'm sure we can figure that out. We'll do the same thing that we did for or not Belmia, Delphi.
Yeah.
Also,
I'm looking up dragon whelp, which I believe is effectively baby dragon.
yeah. So I do have a question about reactions.
Sure.
Do they take a bonus action, or is it like you
It's
have
an
an action,
additional
bonus
thing.
action? Okay, so it's like action, bonus action, and then you have a reaction.
Correct.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll do that as a
So-
reaction to get ready that if the
So
goblin tries to
readying
attack Toothless-
readying itself is an action.
Oh, is it?
Then
Oh,
the
yeah, you're
action goes
acting
off
in
during
combat.
your reaction.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
There
I
are
see that.
spells like Hellish Rebuke for a tiefling, where if somebody hits you, you use your reaction to deal damage to them. Without using an action or bonus action outside of your turn.
Yeah, okay.
And reactions happen once per combat round. Not just in your turn.
Yeah.
But in the future, you could have it, if I see Goblin, then I shoot.
Yeah.
But you have to be specific with it when you word.
Yeah, because it's all based on the trigger.
Because it's based on, if you say, when I see something, and if it's a friendly ally, you're gonna shoot your friendly ally. Because your
Yeah.
reaction has been to the point where reflex, shoot, go. So, yeah, just be careful with that, because I will have you damage your ally if you phrase it wrong.
Oh golly, oh gosh. Just
Oh,
Diggory's
no,
pinned
Diggory
against the wall. Just he's pinned against the wall. Oh.
By the way, keep in mind that if Diggory takes 2 points of damage. He is officially dead.
Don't I
Oh,
have the thing still?
He has 10
yeah.
health.
Yes, you
Yes,
have
He has
your
10
eight.
thing
health.
still.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
has 10 health, so it would be like 7.
No, because it's based off your max, not your temporary.
Oh.
So
I
if
thought I
he
was doing
took
No,
5.
yeah, but it
because
increases
of
your
its
max.
because of the temporary, a total being 7, and his max being 1, he would need
No,
8 to kill him.
that's not how the spell works. It increases the
Oh, it increases your
in-
max. That's right.
yeah, increases your max.
Then your
Increases
max,
your
yes,
maximum hit
that's
points and
way
current hit
better.
points by 5
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So
So
that
now
would
I
mean
just have
it-
6.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
for like
Well,
8
I'm just
for,
gonna leave it as temp HP because I'm lazy.
it's easy. It's easier probably.
Yeah. as somebody who doesn't need the max to be higher at the moment,
Yeah.
Lazar can leave it as is. Dragon does nibble and miss. That means it's Belmia's turn.
Well, hold on. Let me think
I'm
for
gonna
a
go
second.
grab a water bottle.
Has the fun.
Okay. Two, three. I'm gonna have her move. Okay. Let me see how. I need. Oh, God, perfect.
It's difficult for me to hear you.
Oh, is it? I'm sorry.
You're good now.
Okay. Have her move and then potentially cast Shatter on the only goblin still alive in that area.
Is this something Belmia's doing?
Yes.
Neat. Okay.
Okay.
Would you post the spell in Roll20? Display in
I don't know how to
VTT?
do that. I don't know how to do that.
I think on the top right of your spell, if you click it, it should show display VTT. Or cast spell or something like that in D&D Beyond.
There it is.
Okay, cool. I was gonna go into your sheet to look at it.
Why did it cast itself?
I want to let you know that Shatter does more than you think it does.
And I know I'm willing to take that sacrifice.
Okay.
It was either that or blind or deafen.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
Could you share that with me?
Yeah. Hold on. Which
Okay.
one?
The Shatter that you're doing.
Okay, hold on.
Okay, be safe.
Oh, where'd it go?
That's
Hey
fine.
there, Tofu. How'd you get out of your cage?
I'm looking.
Oh, sorry.
I'm gonna look for it. I found it. I just went to your sheet.
Okay. Oh, okay. I'm really bad at
You're
putting
fine.
things from A to point B.
I don't care. You're good. That doesn't matter. Okay, Shatter.
Yeah.
60 feet. Nice. 10-foot radius. Sphere. So where you cast this, centered on the goblin here, it explode. Well, go ahead and roll. Oh, I have to make a save. I believe, yeah, that fails. So do 3d8 thunder damage.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, is it an area damage attack?
It's an area damage, and
Okay, well, it's 12 for 3d8.
12 is your damage. Okay.
Yeah.
A portion of the tower and the gate, the drawbridge, shatter into like planks of wood
Oopsie.
in the sphere.
But now everyone knows.
Belle just kind of looks at what she's done, just, Oopsie, sorry.
And there is not Goblin anymore.
What about the other one that's there? Isn't there two that's left?
There's like thunder damage is a source. It's not lightning, it's thunder. So it's effectively an eruptuous boom.
They just
A
Goblin
sudden
eardrums.
loud ringing noise, painfully intense, erupts from a point of your choice in range. It's so much that it's effectively an ultrasonic boom inside that little 10-foot sphere. And all the molecules of this creature are now painting the shattered planks.
Jesus Christ, and I thought my arrow was bad. You just exploded the fucking Goblin.
It's okay, we know who the true pacifist here is. That's what matters.
Yeah.
Good
He's
job.
pacifist, by the way.
Good job, therapist. I believe in you.
Totally just didn't fucking
Just
implode a
looks at what she's
goblin.
done and just covers her mouth like, uh-oh.
Oops.
Like that's it? Just a oopsies,
And
I made a
slight awe
mistake.
of what she's done.
Okay, and
Sorry,
slight
Your
awe.
Honor, I plead oopsie doopsie.
In
Yes.
retrospect, though, I'd like to point out that probably out of
Pacifist
her
blew up a
little,
goblin.
like,
Oh.
out of her little, like, group of individuals, probably the most destructive one out of her group taught her that ability and told her nothing of what it does.
He blew out his eardrums, and he's just laying there shaking.
Oh, there's
How
no
do you feel?
eardrums anymore. He's just a splattered mess.
Well,
Yeah,
I claim
he's just
that one.
fucking blood.
The walls are now red. Like,
Why does it do so much damage? Oh, because it's a second level spell.
3d8 thunder damage.
not only that, but it's a creature made of inorganic material such as stone, metal, or whatever. So stuff in that thing, a non-magical object that isn't being worn or carried, also takes the damage in the spell's area.
So destroys like furniture. What the fuck?
It destroyed
Destroys
part of the
everything
tower
in
and a
its path.
circle portion. Like, there's a
It's just like
circle
a
cut
chunk
out of the
taken
ground.
out of the tower. Like
Out
a
of the
perfectly
ground?
circle.
Out of the ground, and also the drawbridge.
She
What
just
the
made a ravine.
Fuck.
You just set a
Jesus.
bomb there.
Like literally,
Yes,
it was
snort
like
laugh.
it just
Friggin-
doesn't exist anymore.
So worth it.
Okay.
Gotta love how the pacifist just pulled open a grenade.
Yep. Oh, by the way, not for a
I
group.
like how you use that on one goblin.
Yeah, it was for one person, not the group. Not waiting for a group of people. You just overkill one by itself.
The true pacifist shows her true colors.
Okay. Yeah, and they're red. It's on the wall.
Exactly.
I forgot.
Chaos.
I forgot to change something.
Okay.
Yes.
What else is
That-
What else is Belmia doing?
One goblin still alive is probably like, oh my
I
god!
don't think
He's
there's a
dead.
goblin alive. They're
No,
all,
he's
Then why
dead.
all the
isn't-
ones
then
there
why
are dead.
isn't there an X
The
on that
crossbow-
one?
It is. There's what? Oh, that one.
No, there's
should be
not
done.
an exit.
There's one. I'm
Oh,
gonna
wait,
let you
Belle,
know
I'll
that's
put
within
this
10.
X.
That's
You
within
can
10
put this
feet.
X on there.
That's within 10 feet. Belmia, go ahead and put an X onto another innocent creature you killed.
Oh yeah, so she just killed two. Yeah, that's in 10 feet.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You're fine.
She
you
killed-
bastard.
Too damn.
There's
a
just
hole
guts and
there.
everything everywhere.
Um,
She's
The bodies of the other ones near there are exploded.
No, they're up in the tower.
Okay.
But
They're just-
there is one that's probably absorbed. The
Yeah.
one that I pinned to the wall! You bastard! Now he's just gone.
Yep.
There is no proof that anything happens, for there are no bodies.
For there are no bodies.
Yeah, now there's no loot.
No bodies, no proof. Those little children are traumatized if they turned around.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
they already ran away as soon as they heard the bell ring.
Good job, children.
They panicked.
You did
so
not
they're
witness the
gone.
death of
I know.
potentially your father.
What's the chicken doing?
They shall come out
Chicken
and see the
and-
dead bodies of their families.
The chicken's eating some of the vegetables.
The
Oh,
chicken is now scarred.
No, the
You can
chicken
see it in his
has no
little
clue what's
PPI.
happening.
I
The chicken's
assume
just
that the
eating a
chicken
vegetable.
hasn't already been traumatized enough that it's just chilling.
It's just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
oh,
he's eating the vegetables around the giant rock.
Yep.
Just
it's like,
Tuesday.
oh, hey.
Wait. You ready for this? Here we go. Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna do the little nom.
Do a little monkey dance.
He's
Tilts his head
pecking.
down to eat. Yeah.
He goes, "Oh, I just moved his body. Whoops."
Okay.
He just rotated his throat.
Okay. Well, with that in mind, Curly, what else are you doing, Belmia? Besides saying whoopsies?
God damn it.
Pretty much it. She's just kind of stunned at what she's done.
Okay. Great.
Internally making a note to cuss out one of her partners.
Okay. Kralis?
I think that he is going. I think he's gonna still be running, but or moving, I guess. But just stare slack jawed at Belmia because of what she just did.
Good job, Belle. Violence is always the answer for every pacifist therapist.
She's just you are
Exactly.
so cool. Oh,
Damn, that's 60 feet.
I saw you lose your token, Lazar.
Yeah, I put it behind Belmia because I wanted to measure the distance.
You can just drag the ruler from their distance.
There's a ruler?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a little ruler on the little
On the left
toolbox.
side, there's a
Oh.
ruler, fourth from the
wait,
top.
since there's really nothing else that I can do, can I take the dash action?
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, hold on, I need to do something. Brand that. There you go, the fire's worse now.
Oh, great.
I'm guessing since it's now been moved onto the field that it's now in the grass.
Oh no, it's just me being bad at drawing.
Oh, okay, my god.
We'll say that it's like that.
I'm right here. Yeah, that's basically just
That's just
Yeah, you just get to see all the bodies littered with my arrows. And
A hole in
just
the
dead.
ground.
Yeah.
Fucking ravine.
I'm guessing our way to the the city isn't gone.
What do you
no.
mean?
There's just
No,
there's just a hole in the side of it.
A portion,
The portion.
of the drawbridge is gone, but you can still
Yeah,
move around it. It's enough to still maintain it.
Yeah, this.
It's not flimsy. It's a portion of the drawbridge, and it's also held by chains from the top.
So that part is gone.
Other side, but yes,
I can't breathe.
this was the original target over here.
So,
Okay.
hold on. This little chunk is missing.
Uh,
I regret nothing of what I've done.
okay,
says the pacifist.
There we go.
there you go. That's the portion that's been destroyed.
Hey, that's exactly what I colored in.
Yeah.
Ah!
Teamwork. What else?
Doesn't that mean the tower is also gone?
A part
literally
of
just
it.
moved.
Part of
I
it,
just
because
moved. I
it
just
is-
moved 60 feet. That's it.
It's spherical.
It's like 20 feet tall too. So
What?
yeah.
No, I thought it was just 10 feet. Like 10 feet around the center.
No, the tower itself.
Oh, yeah. Wait, so it would just fall.
Uh.
Because it got most of the foundation.
Yep. So let's go ahead and draw that in there now too.
I got that. I got it.
Okay, cool. As well as the chain for the drawbridge now, as well crashing into the other tower because of the way that gravity works and the portion of the hole of the tower that was made into a hole. The tower smashes into the other tower, causing a blockage in between. And
Oh
the
my God.
drawbridge, it falls partially onto the drawbridge, knocking the drawbridge into the water.
Great.
We're just down.
Oh, we're screwed.
No, because you can still climb up the side.
It's just going to be a little difficult.
Yep. But from what you can tell, most of the creatures in here are hiding from you, not attacking you.
Well, Belle's certainly lived up to the reputation of tieflings being kind of destructive.
You mean their part demon is destructive? Weird.
Insane.
She's trying to be a pacifist.
Dragon lady.
Here we go.
It's just a
Perfect.
block. It's just a block.
And then
Try.
freehand that color. This is also now water.
Yeah. All right. There we go.
Okay. But you also have to keep in mind that part of the tower has fallen into the water as well. You can see through it. Through the gate. It's not completely blocked. Because it's rubble and wreckage and stuff, it's not a solid tilt over block because of where the circle is positioned. It's fallen like that. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, cool.
And that's knocked
Probably
the
more
drawbridge into the water, since the
Probably
chain
more like
holding it
that.
up has knocked into the other tower.
So we could
causing-
still walk across the water because I'm sure the fucking tower's floating.
Yeah, you could make a little dexterity jump or something. So not
Or just
dexterity
swim.
save to or just swim around it. But with the tower there, it's going to be easier to climb up to that to get in there.
Yeah, we could just walk up the tower.
Yep. That was Kralis. You're doing anything else? Kralis?
No, he's not doing anything else.
Okay. Noria. So Delphi first.
Since I guess we're still going in. So then they're here now. They dashed. Looking at the scene going, what the hell? Noria just looking at Belmia like, and gives her a thumbs up.
Everyone's congratulating the pacifist. Good job!
Pacifist. Emphasis on fist.
Apparently it's becoming that way now, isn't it?
Okay. Delphi is not doing anything.
Yeah, I'm not doing anything either. We both just dashed.
Neat.
Zoom.
Murder hobos. Diggory.
Yes.
Oh golly, oh gosh. Oh, how far is this? Will I even be able to walk across?
It
No.
would be difficult terrain to get across the water area. So twice the movement. So you can make it to the other side with 60 feet of movement. Actually, no,
Oh, no,
because
I can't.
you're also 50
Yeah.
feet into a tree.
Yeah, I'll start climbing down.
Okay.
Wait, no, wait,
Joke's
can I
on
see?
you, I don't have
Can I
to.
see these guys before I climb down?
Who's
Like
guys?
guys, by the fire.
Yep.
Okay, no, I'm gonna take attack. Eldritch Blast towards down there.
Okay. So a
What's the
reminder,
range on
you
Eldritch
are
Blast?
attacking people who are trying to put out a fire.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes. Oh wait, oof, oof.
They're obviously not doing it very successfully.
No, they're not. Because they
Let
know
them
that
be
where their
consumed by
water
the fire.
source is, where the drawbridge is a bunch of fallen towers.
Well, yeah, now they know that.
Hey, you can't blame her. We were under the pretense of we're getting rid of the goblins.
True.
She has done her duty.
Their duty has been complete. They're
That is how the party seems to feel, Kralis.
morally. I'm thinking about this. They're trying to prevent the fire from
No,
spreading. So
okay,
if I kill them,
So, yes. However, what is your character's moral alignment? You're letting your player influence the way you wanted to play your character. You're just think about that in your decision. I'm not telling you what to do.
They decide to kill people, so I'm gonna give them no mercy. Eldritch Blast.
Which people
19.
did they kill?
Other people
People
that
that were living in the town.
they killed the
They-
leftovers.
I would
They've
like-
literally
Just
not
gonna say it.
attacked us at all.
They don't even know we're there yet.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
they
yeah, well,
they,
I'm-
they know
Oh
you're
yeah.
here now.
Oh, you mean the previous human settlement that was here?
Yeah.
Confused.
19.
What if it wasn't human? What if it was an elf settlement? Because the elves were nearby.
19.
It wasn't. It's human.
Yeah, the
Um,
history I checked that they did was.
Oh, no!
settlement.
It fell on the ground.
I think the elves were just a random encounter, right?
6.
Correct. The elves were a random encounter. A 6
Okay.
for
Yeah.
what? To hit?
Yeah. Oh no, not to hit damage. I hit a 19 for roll.
Okay. I'm gonna just do the one that's closer to you. So this one here is not dead, but almost.
And then
Wait, is Toothless okay?
Toothless.
oh, I guess Toothless is down there when he attacked.
Oh wait.
What was the damage for the bomb that Belmia threw onto? Okay,
Wait. Oh, he was actually outside of the.
he
No,
was.
he's not.
No, he's not.
No, he attacked someone inside of it.
Yep.
Yeah, he did.
Okay, so what's the damage for that? 12.
Yeah.
Okay. Your dragon takes 12 points of thunder damage.
Sorry.
Yeah, thunder. Isn't he? No, he's lightning.
Correct, lightning, not thunder.
Yeah.
And now you have his
He has
wrath.
13 health.
You now have Lazar's wrath.
I'm sorry.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness. You cast a spell to try to help on one enemy, and you cast an area of effect
Toothless-
spell that destroys everything.
I guess on my turn, Toothless is just gonna like
Oh,
fly back toward Lazar.
Magic is dangerous.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Hmm. Hmm.
Huh?
I give you a thumbs down.
Ah.
Is Zachary doing anything else with Imp Boy?
Icarus checks out this one building over here,
Neat. I have that information in my
and
notes.
he's invisible.
Okay. So inside that,
Kills the children. Kills the. Sorry.
this cottage
As Wolf would say,
has
bite the
already
cheek,
been rummaged through.
Maybe.
There anything of what looks like anything of value is not there, and it's in relative disarray. It's empty and a mess.
Okay.
Man, they didn't even take care of the fucking place.
Nope. Why do that when they could go hunt instead? The wall's intact. That's what mattered.
Could he start using the rest of his 20 feet of flying movement to fly towards this building?
Cool.
He should be right over here. The edge.
Yeah, we need to look for pseudo dragon. Imp.
Is there any way to delete like drawings?
Yes.
Yeah, I can clear all drawings, but I don't.
What do you
know
want
that.
to clear?
Oh no, I was trying to see if like I could
Diggory,
delete my
do you want blue or gold border?
gold, because he is a demon that likes gold.
This is character art.
Oh my god!
Jesus Christ! It's a big boy.
No, I'm just showing off the artwork for it.
He's been increased, as they say.
Let me add a character and give you control over that. you can move it around without me having to do it for you. Oh, I've messed up where it is then. There it is. Edit. Controlled by degree. Edit. You selected token. Imp. Man. In journal. Degree. Save.
Lazar, after he makes all the friends with ravens and 6 of them on Belmia and all of her lovers.
Can you move it, Degree?
Oh yeah, I can move it.
Neat. Okay. Cool. That it?
Mm-hmm.
Bizarre.
Yep, I can.
We've already established you can shoot it across the entire town.
Yeah.
So I don't know why you're measuring anymore.
Shut up.
The answer is yes. Can I hit it? Yes, you can hit inside the keep if you wanted to. Sharpshooter.
I hit.
Okay, yeah, sure.
I go for this one.
Okay.
He's
Total
dead.
damage. Yep. Great. Thank you for adding the X.
I'm going to right now.
Wait, you can link D&D Beyond to this? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh
That's how
You
we're all,
no!
have the.
That's how we're all rolling in D&D in the Roll20 chat.
Oh my gosh, I am so.
It's in the server. There's information about it with the related
Yeah,
links.
you just need the
I
extension.
think I got super confused looking at it, and I got afraid.
Okay, it's fine. No big deal. You can
I'll
roll
do it
with
later.
you can roll with physical dice and just tell me it's not a big deal.
I'll link it up after.
You can if you want to. You don't have to. If it's easier for you to do it that way, you can do it that way. But personally, I like rolling physical dice when I have the opportunity. When I'm playing. Yeah, it's dead. What is Dragon Boy doing? Now that he's at half health?
He's gonna like limp fly back to Lazar.
Yeah, you see like a little hole in his wing.
My poor baby.
Sorry.
Lazar's just gonna cuddle him as soon as he comes back and be like, "Are you okay?"
He's flying back and then drops and falls into the water and is wet on the way back.
No!
Yeah.
Oh,
Doing
the
his
poor
best.
baby.
We gonna make this just like Toothless and have him lose his back tail wing, so you have to make him a new one?
Shut up. I don't want my baby to be hurt.
Sorry.
So nothing else? You good?
Yeah, Toothless is just gonna like curl up in the hood and
Okay.
fall, like
Yeah.
pass out.
Good. Nuclear explosionist. Sorry, Belmia.
I feel so bad.
I told you before you cast it, this does more than you think it does.
I know.
This is why you read the spell before you do it.
Well, I did, but I didn't like my brain didn't process how.
How many
normal that
living creatures are in that 10-foot radius?
It's like thunderclapping around a group of friends. It's not a good thing.
I forgot that Toothless was over there.
Lazar's just gonna
But it's
shout at
gonna-
Belmia, "Black Lives Matter too."
Oh my god! Oh, God.
You're really dragging that out, huh?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Bill's just gonna move and just kind of examine as what she's done of this look of like, oh, oh no.
Great.
So, like, I have a
Sorry.
question.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, it's not gonna have any impact on combat, but can I uh, like spend in between turns like patching up my dragon? I don't plan on using him for fighting anymore, but
Unfortunately not. That would actually take bonus actions. I mean, you could use your bonus action for it.
no, I mean like just like RP wise, just like patching up his wounds and stuff I don't actually want to like heal him or anything, just like actually just taking care of the dragon.
We can do that as a quote free action because communication is a free action. Opening doors is a free action. Stuff like that.
Okay.
So you could
Yeah,
be
so
like
just
scritching under his chin as a free action.
yeah, just taking care of him, making
Yeah.
sure he's okay. Okay.
Because free actions are a thing on top of all the other things.
Yeah.
Action, bonus action, reaction, movement. Free actions are a thing. Things that are so simple, like picking up a weapon from the ground. It depends on the situation, but it can be a free action.
Yeah, if it's like surrounded in a pool of toxic poison, that's not gonna be a free action.
No. Uh, Belmia's skipping their turn?
Yeah, she just moved up to the wreckage that she
Okay.
has caused.
Kralis.
Crowley's, if he can is gonna try to move across the broken tower bridge thing that's now across the thing.
Okay. Why don't you give me there's we don't need to do any saves, so it's just difficult terrain to get to the other side because
Okay.
the river is so slow moving that it doesn't swipe anything away.
Okay.
It's more like a moat than it is a river.
About of a small 3-foot little man decided to walk through
Well,
there.
since I'm dashing, it's 30 feet.
And keep yeah. Yeah, yeah. So, now that you finally made it inside the fortress, what is your plan?
I can't do anything because that was my action was to dash.
Ah, yes. True. Noria. So, Delphi.
They're gonna both
Left
move
wing, left
in
rise. Oh yeah.
the same as Krylis or just Krylis. Just they're gonna move in.
Okay.
Or maybe like I think Carlise will ask do you know if any of these goblins speak common?
They're dead.
No, not any of the goblins within the settlement.
Therapy's already answered that. They speak like broken English, basically.
Yeah, they speak broken common.
Okay.
It's like if anybody from a foreign country spoke a different language.
Like they've
Or
been
anybody
speaking
spoke
the
a
language
different
for like a
language.
couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like pigeon.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, I forgot that you answered that question
No, you're
last
good.
week.
I have a terrible
I
memory.
was
You're
just-
fine to say
I
whatever.
was just stating.
Yeah.
Now it's Diggory.
Goblins are running away from everybody.
Well, fair enough, because I mean they at least know that 4 are dead because of the 4 in the towers.
Where did they go? There's nowhere. Their entrance is gone.
They're aware. I mean, if you're running somewhere, you're gonna try and run, and if a danger comes into your living environment, you're gonna try
Run
and
and
hide or something. You know.
So then that means, if there are mother and children in the buildings, are they running too?
They're probably huddled up in a corner protecting their children, waiting for it to blow over. That's usually what happens in this type of situation.
We are
Um,
not pillaging.
you do not.
We are pillaging.
Oh my
All
god.
all you see is Lazar. You see the two that were putting the fire out going towards this tower. All of these are towers
Yeah.
around the outside.
2 dead bodies in that one.
Listen, as long as they don't like start shooting arrows at us, we'll leave them alone.
As
Or
soon
I'll
as they
send
start,
Belbia to blow up their
you mean
tower.
as long as they don't retaliate to the devious onslaught? As long as they
Yep.
don't defend themselves?
Yep.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Because they took it by force in the first place.
Don't know this.
Are you sure
Yes,
about
we
that?
do. Yes. Because
How?
I've read the same book you did. It was the
Okay.
Cloud Giant and the Goblins.
So keep in mind that the cloud giant thing, when we did our history check, I said something roughly around 600 years ago. So I changed that last session. I'm using the books as guides. I'm not copying them.
So, in other words, the goblin just inhabited this empty town.
The
I
goblins
did not
didn't.
remember that it was 600 fucking years ago. They
So
haven't patched the holes in the roofs in 600 years?
Nope, there's no need to. They live. These things. The goblins live in
Oh.
caves. They don't put up home decor and chandeliers in their cave.
We don't know that yet.
Yeah,
Our characters don't know
Okay, I
that.
mean, these ones are sophisticated.
yeah, but patching a hole in your roof is pretty common knowledge. They're supposed.
Aren't these things
They
pretty
don't want
damn
to get
dumb?
raid on.
Oh no.
Their intelligence and wisdom and charisma. Intelligence is average. Wisdom and charisma are below average.
Here I
Oh.
am saying
we
all
made
the
a mistake.
morals.
I just want to point out that there are also other homes that are not hit. So perhaps,
Yeah,
like,
the
if you look on the
church.
right side near the garden, all of those are
This
fine.
one, this, whatever this is.
All of the homes by the garden are fine.
It's just
This,
these two.
these
It's just the big one. This one over here.
This one.
Yeah, there's a bunch of other smaller houses that exist.
This one's been smashed in half. That one's fine.
Yeah, but there are other ones that are safe.
Yeah.
Not Noria being the reasonable one here going, hey guys!
I completely forgot that it was fucking 600 years ago.
I believe
That
I
Shatter!
told. I believe I told Belmia that as well. I think it was directed towards Belmia.
I think I made the history. Did I?
Yeah, somebody did a history check. I don't remember.
I think
who
I
it
did.
was.
I think
I'm pretty sure I
it might
did.
have been me because I got a nat 20 on something.
Yeah, well, the history check was before you joined.
Oh,
It was before
I think
they
it's when
went
I
into the
came.
forest.
Yeah. It was probably one of my. Because in the last 2 sessions, I got 4 nat 20s.
Oh, gee.
God damn.
So, Diggory's turn.
Diggories, yeah.
You can choose
1 second.
to end combat, and we can, if something happens, we'll continue it.
Yeah,
With whoever
I think
introduces.
That's probably the best bet.
I think so.
Best
So,
bet.
at this moment, we're out of combat because there is nobody fighting back.
Yeah.
So what
And
we're
they've
gonna
run
do?
away.
What we're gonna do is whoever encounters somebody will enter initiative at that spot.
Okay.
So
I'm
if
going.
like Kralis ends up walking into a building and there's somebody there, initiative continues from Kralis.
Okay.
Well,
I'm
if
gonna
we're ending combat, then I'm gonna have Lazar just catch up to the group.
Sure. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna do the theme, but then
I
I'm gonna
can't-
have.
Oh no! I can't see my token anymore.
At this point, I'm gonna clear all drawings. How's that?
Can I have Icarus just search the buildings then? Search this
Are
building.
you
right here?
guys fine with clearing all drawing? Hold on. Actually, I'm gonna.
Clear all drawings except the fire.
No, except for the duck.
Yes. No, the chicken.
Chicken!
I've made a mental note for that build.
Fine.
I can just
chicken.
clear all mine. There you go.
I'm trying to zoom in, but it's not letting me zoom in. I'm zooming it on the map, but not the and then the other then when that one and then the other.
Why are you sending a screenshot?
I'm
Because
what?
I'm remembering.
Rememberizing.
Yes.
Rememberizing. I do that too. Clear all drawings. Paste.
No, oh yes.
I got it. I copied and pasted it. You're
the
good.
chicken.
I copied and pasted it. I saved your artwork.
You might want to get rid of the bodies.
True. Let's count
Yes.
them up first, though.
I
1,
know
2,
who I
3, 4,
killed.
5, 6, 7, 8,
I've killed 5 goblins so far.
I killed 2.
9. So there were 9 that were killed.
That's Diggory.
Yeah. No, I'm counting the one that Diggory shot that the other 2 were next to.
Where's
This-
Lazar? What the? Where did my token go?
I
Yeah,
think
so
you're
there's
behind
9.
somebody else.
It's behind the drawings.
I think no, there's no drawings. I think it's because you're behind another person, maybe.
Oh, wait.
He vanished into thin air.
Oh, wait, we're in here.
I'm trying to find my token. I can't see. What the fuck? He's not behind anybody because I can't select him.
That's fine. Just drag it out and put it onto the field.
There we go. That was
Okay, so there's 10
weird.
total. These ones right here. 10 total. So that's easy to
Lazar
remember.
has killed. Lazar killed 4. Toothless killed 1. Toothless got his first kill.
And then he
It's an
got
innocent
smacked.
person.
Yeah. Then Belmia tried to accidentally murder him off.
Right?
I'll never live this down.
No. But the
Everyone's gonna
pacifist
look
will
at
not.
Belmia differently.
I mean, I
Actually,
think
Lazar.
everyone's going to look differently, everyone in the group, now that we know that this is probably an innocent settlement.
I definitely got
Bizarre.
a joke to say later
Oh, right
when the
here.
campaign
You're right here.
ends.
There he is.
Unless you dragged yourself there just now. Lazar.
Nor-
What?
It's good.
I did.
You're
Yeah, I
right
dragged
here.
myself there.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Actually, are we gonna continue or are we stopping here?
Your guys' call, cause. Yeah. What do you want to do? It sounds like you want to stop.
I'm just asking.
Okay, I'm good to keep going.
Stop before we slaughter the women and children, please. Let's round them up and use shatter one more time.
Oh my god.
No.
Just put them all in that crater.
Because there's something up
Everybody
someone's
line up in
sleeve.
the
There's a
crater.
crater right here.
Yeah, that's what I say. Just put them all in that crater.
We should promise them with goods and protection, and then put them in the crater and use shatter.
Oh no.
At least that way there's no
Jeez.
mess to clean up.
And then that's when Noria's like, bye.
It's like, y'all are fucking crazy. I'm leaving.
Yeah, like.
Then it starts raining.
Isn't it normal for your therapist to shatter an innocent bystander?
Sure.
Because
Absolutely.
someone else might have the
Absolutely.
same move.
True.
Hint, 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 hint.
Oh no.
No.
I'm not surprised that the chaos couple has stuff.
No, because I was gonna end up going into the town and start using shatter in that big building to like the,
You have to.
the left.
I need to remind you that your spells don't. Oh, never mind. You're a warlock. Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, overnight.
Yeah, you're
Overnight for me.
Absolute sociopath.
Yeah, but Icarus is searching this house right
I
up
said
here.
murdered.
Lazar's gonna
Okay.
search this house.
Okay. Diggory said one first, so let's go with the one
Yeah.
up there. That is a temple.
Shatter.
Oh my god.
Almighty push.
So this wooden temple has a slender steeple containing a large bronze bell and stained glass windows depicting the birth, depicting birth, the dawning sun, trees, and unicorns.
What?
When the character is moon pours into this high voltage chamber through stained glass windows set onto the north and south walls. Beneath the windows are wooden benches for people to sit on. Mostly the room is empty. At the back wall is a wooden pulpit with steps leading to it. The temple floor is composed of dirt, and in the west wall, north of the pulpit, is an open door which leads to the steeple. So, seeing that there's nothing here, I'm assuming Icarus goes up to the next level.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to roll me a perception check.
Boom, boom, boom. Also, could I say that like Diggory is like on the first floor still, waiting till like Icarus says it's clear? Is they're telepathically connected?
Oh yeah, I was just assuming you were waiting outside and having him scout first.
Okay.
Because you moved
what am I rolling
Icarus
for?
into the building, but you did not move yourself in there.
Oh. Let me just.
Well, no, you can be
what am I-
outside. You don't need to be in there too. I'm just saying because
what
you're perception.
Perception for Icarus.
Yes. Did
He
you
has a
move
passive
inside
perception
now,
of
or are you
11.
still waiting outside?
I'm moving inside the first floor.
Okay. You said 11?
Yeah, he has passive perception of 11.
There are 2 goblins hiding in the corner, whispering to each other because they believe that they're hidden, and because Icarus is invisible, they don't see anything there. They are
Does
whispering
Icarus-
to each other in Goblin.
Does anyone know Goblin?
So Icarus is like relaying this to him as like as this is happening, and I want to just step up the steps and start laughing maniacally.
Okay.
Evil.
Oh God.
Fucking psychopath.
I hope one of them throws a rock at you and kills you.
A rock won't kill me now. I have 6 maximum hit points.
What have you done, Crayley?
Really?
You've turned him into a monster.
He's too powerful now.
I would like for Diggory to make a charisma saving throw first.
Yes, I'll make a charisma saving throw. Give me 1 second. Let me open up my thingamabobber. Okay, so it's a +4. So no matter how I roll, it doesn't matter how. 19.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you continue to laugh maniacally as you wander up the stairs.
I look up at them and I just raise my hand. Show yourselves or get blessed.
Jesus
Let's
Christ.
do... Okay. They are both... What is it, this one? Is that a 10 or a 0? That's a 0. Okay. They rolled a 0 on there. Is somebody brave and gonna fight? Nope, they're cowering in the corner.
He's a totally different person right now. No one knows this. He's just laughing and just chuckling.
Everybody in the party can hear this from inside. Because everything has gone dead quiet as everybody else is trying to hide.
Other than
Shatter.
playing fire, yeah.
Are you doing shatter?
No, I'm not doing shatter in a building.
Okay, well then, if we can all hear this, then Carly's is just gonna follow the noise of the laughter.
Nice.
Yeah,
Diggory.
so is
I'm
Belle.
gonna assume Lazar can't hear it since he's on the other side.
Oh yeah, if you're going to a different building, you wouldn't be able to hear it. It's just the people that are in front of the now shattered front gate.
Icarus, what do you think we should do about these people?
I can just imagine Belle walking up the stairs and seeing him do this, and just giving him a slap on the back of the head, just get off.
Oh, he's on the
killing
second.
him?
They're on
You're
the
not
second.
allowed to talk!
They're on the
It was
second.
an accident!
They're on the second floor now, so you don't have time to react to this first.
Ah, damn.
Would you
Yeah.
like to join your family? Would you like to join your family?
My God.
Icarus, because he is a demon, and I don't support this, but because Icarus is a demon, he suggests collecting their eyeballs.
But I'm waiting for the
I thought their
response. It's like
ears
I
make
see
a
it when I
necklace.
ask them if they want to see their family.
I think it would've been-
They mutter to themselves in Goblin and hold each other closely.
Oh my god!
I think the ears would have been a better suggestion. That way you can make a necklace.
Lazar, don't give ideas.
Eldritch Blast.
Okay, go ahead.
Ah!
No.
I will not!
Oh,
18.
doesn't
Okay.
understand what's
Yeah, you
happening,
good.
so
They are
18.
effectively prone means you have advantage.
Oh, so I
Actually,
roll
no,
another one?
you're disadvantaged because they're ranged. If it were
when
a
we get up
melee
here,
weapon, you'd be able to do it. But
And then at the same time, Icarus is gonna attack the other one with Ding.
okay,
Ooh.
So I'm gonna roll for damage.
Okay.
It gets 10 on Eldritch Blast.
okay.
And let me see. How much is his attack again? Attack plus 5, d20. 14.
Okay.
hit?
Damage. Oh yeah, that 14 hits.
E1d4 plus 3. 4 plus 3, is that 6 or 7? My brain is going into a
7.
brain fart.
You're good.
7. And then they don't even make a DC
No,
throw
it
because they're
doesn't.
dead.
Yeah, they're both dead.
And she's just chuckling as he does this, and like a more dark aura is around him as he's doing this. If that could be possible.
How many dead goblins do we have now?
12.
12.
Has Belle made it up the stairs by the time that's over?
Yeah.
Okay,
As well
then
as Kralis.
okay.
Did they see
then,
me kill them though? Did they see me?
That's what I want to know.
Diggory, roll me a dexterity to see how quickly you went up. Dexterity check.
Okay, let me go a check. So that would be plus 2. Come on, dark dice. Don't fail me now. 19.
Yeah, you guys don't see it happen.
Damn it.
Okay,
also
and
Dex.
I mean, I'm sure you could assume. with
Yeah,
these two
we
dead
hear-
goblins.
We hear maniacal laughing.
And
Yeah.
you'll hear the Eldritch Blast because it's not quiet.
And you also hear him asking out
True.
loud, "Are you ready to see your family?"
And you'll also hear him out loud say the verbal components of Eldritch Blast.
True.
Okay, then
blast.
with
We
all
run.
of that combined, Belle,
Can we
like,
just run?
when Belle reaches the top of the stairs, she kind of puts 2 and 2 together and just grabs Diggory by the back of his shirt. She's just like, "What did you do?"
Once you grab him, he looks at you. He's like, "Huh? Why am I here? Why am I in this house? Huh? What? Oh, why are you grabbing me? Let me down."
He has split personality.
He has other souls in him.
Let me down. Oh
Belle is
gosh,
just
how these two
like-
people die? Oh golly, hey Grace, what happened? He's just asking a million questions.
Belle, like,
You were
We-
laughing easily
yeah.
and torturing these now dead kids, I think.
I don't think.
They look like young adults. They don't look like kids.
Young adults.
Oh, it's even worse.
What? No, it's not. What?
To me, it's
They're
worse.
not kids.
He doesn't say anything. You just see him shaking a little bit,
It'd be like
he's
killing a
looking down.
19-year-old.
Feel sad.
It's
Still,
still sad.
I'd rather
in
kill
comparison.
a 19-year-old than a 6-year-old.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if
that's different.
we were in a combat situation, I'd much rather
Fair,
kill
fair,
a young adult than a child.
Exactly.
'Cause at
Belle
least
just
the young
kind of
adult
like
has the option to fight back.
True. Belle just kind of like, with tears in her eyes because she's upset that this has happened, just kind of quite literally throws Diggory down and just gives him this nasty look. Just, I hope you're happy with yourself.
I don't know what happened.
Disintegrated fucking
I
goblins.
don't know what happened.
Okay,
I'm being
it's
honest.
an accident.
I'm just gonna make an insight check on Jiggery to see if I can tell if like this is genuinely not his like.
Sure, go ahead.
It's
I
nothing.
don't know what's going on. I'm being serious.
I've got a
damn it.
13.
It's difficult to tell.
So I'm rolling an Arcana on him.
You haven't, unless I missed it, I don't believe you've joined up to the second floor yet.
Well, I mean, there wasn't
Was
the rule is
following
if you
them.
don't say
Okay.
anything, you follow.
True. But
Yeah.
we do have a split group where Lazar.
Yeah, no, I followed them.
I'm
Okay.
just waiting for my turn to
I know.
explore this house.
I know. I haven't forgotten you. Sorry.
But I rolled a nat 20.
Okay. There.
He's crazy.
He's fucking crazy.
Okay. There seems to be a powerful magical force that's controlling a portion of his mind.
Starts lifting up his hand. He said, "This is totally not gonna happen." Lifts up his hand and says, "Shatter." In the room.
Of it.
This
Sociopath.
this is specifically because it's a natural 20 that I actually provided you with genuinely useful information.
Okay, so Noria is then going to sign to Delphi, to then say,
Get the fuck back.
not just get the fuck
Back it
back.
up.
If you ever kill anyone in front of us again, I will kill you myself.
But I didn't kill anybody. You gotta believe me. I did. I don't even remember getting in this house.
Belmia speaks up on her own volition.
I mean, Delphi?
Yeah, Delphi. I'm sorry, I'm not speaking for somebody else's character. Thank you. I was looking at Belmia's token when I said that.
Speak like Lazar didn't see this.
Oh, God.
Even though you claim it not to be your actions, it's still your end result. You're still responsible for whatever else happens, even though you can't control it.
Damn.
You are responsible for the result of whatever happens.
Damn, Delphi getting philosophical on us.
I
That's
just
what
don't
I-
understand
that's
how I'm in this
exactly-
house.
Delphi has seen dark stuff.
Yes.
She's seen some shit in her days.
As like a waitress who actually partially runs an underground network. She's seen stuff, man.
We saw you walk into this like house up here on your own volition, so
I don't even remember walking in.
Noria, to feed off of your natural 20. By powerful, it means to the point where he's not. Give me an insight check with advantage.
Oh, that was disadvantage.
That's fine. It's the same thing.
You got a 20.
Yeah, 20. He genuinely looks like he has no clue what's happening. The whatever thing has an influence over his mind is powerful enough to the fact where it seems like memories are like partially erased when control is regained by degree.
Which is why I still am saying that to the inner part that is there, I will fucking kill you.
But Diggory
Probably his
doesn't
patron.
take it like that. He takes it like you're wanting to kill him.
Well, yeah, but if you still have a deep power inside of you and it's controlling you, like when you're not and you don't remember, it's still, at least from what I know of that mindset, is it's still actively seeing what you're doing while you're around. even if it is not what's in control, it knows what is happening. So it heard what I said. So
Okay.
Diggory himself is hearing me that I'm saying I'm gonna kill you. But I did specifically say, if you kill any innocent person in front of me again, I will kill you.
Makes sense.
Shatter.
On the other hand, let's dip on over to Lazar, wherever he is on the map. Where'd you go? Down
The
here. Okay,
building
okay.
south of it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
got you. Find it. Okay, cool. Um, it seems that there's just a mess. It's been rummaged through a lot. It seems like there is nothing of like incredible value, and it's just a pile of obscure, like, really old, worn down clothing. Like,
And I like tear up one of the shirts
like,
and like
like
wrap
so
it
old
around
that it's
Toothless
from
Ring. Oh,
before, like, remember, like a
like
super,
600 years ago. Yeah.
yeah,
Oh boy. So it's nice and dusty and crusty.
yeah. There's definitely like, it's kind of at this point just kind of shoved to the corner. Instead of dealing with it, the goblins have decided to kind of take it up.
God damn it.
And also, you don't know how long the actual goblins have been here.
Yeah.
They could have been here for like a week or two max,
Yeah.
from what you can tell. I mean,
Yeah, because
yeah,
like usually if they would be here for like the 600 years, the population would be bustling.
yeah, there would be a lot more going on.
They breed like rabbits.
Yeah.
Well, I guess if there's nothing in there, I'm gonna go in here.
Okay. Okay. Da, da, da. Mounted above this building's entrance is a circular blue shield emblazoned with a stylized golden lion. This, uh, uh, roll me a history check. Neat.
11.
The door to this building hangs open, and there is some form of ruckus happening inside.
Can I like sneak in and like get a sneak peek?
Sure, go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
What the fuck? 8.
There's a goblin who is rummaging through various items on a shelf that are definitely covered in dust, trying to find something of value.
He's trying to take shit and leave.
He hops over the counter, and like his ears and just like the nose and eyes peek up over the top. The lower half of his face is like, he thinks he's hidden, but he's definitely not.
I guess Lazar's just gonna be like, if you don't intend to harm me, I won't harm you. Take whatever you want. Just don't harm me or my friends. I'm sure he won't understand most of that.
The fact that you're just talking with him and without like blindly shooting him, he's gonna like kind of blink at you and then not do anything and just stare at you. If you would like to roll an investigation check as you kind of wander around, if you wanted to do that, you can.
Sure.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna like turn my back to him or anything
Sure,
because
sure.
goblins are crafty.
True.
7. Wow.
Very vaguely. Very bluntly and effectively, there is like almost everything except for armor. This looks like a very well stocked trading post.
Ooh.
But like everything is super freaking old. There are like ink jars where the ink has like dried up
Where it's
and
just
started
powder.
and it started to like crack and turn into powder. Yeah. There's bottles. There's vases. There is adventuring gear, but all of it, if you take any time to investigate, is worthless. It has no use anymore.
Oh, damn. Never mind. Not. Ooh.
Yeah. But you are there, and the goblin
I'm just
is
gonna point at
existing.
the door and tell the goblin to get. Go on, get.
He takes the opportunity and runs past you.
Yep.
Again, maintaining eye contact while leaving.
Yeah.
Kind of going in a half circle around you.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's kind of like when two people ran into each other in the Hunger Games and both ran off immediately afterwards again.
Yeah. I guess I'm just gonna walk over to the rest of the people and tell them about the place so we can all go look at it. This stuff.
There's stuff in there?
Yeah, just to make sure there is nothing of value.
Sure.
Double check, triple
We'll,
check.
we'll do an investigation check and see if there is something there. Sure. So you gain access to that by the time that any conversation is done over there.
Yeah.
I didn't hear that.
What is group doing?
I want to check out the tower.
Which oh, that tower? That's
Yeah.
a gigantic windmill.
Oh.
That's what the little tiny propeller things are in the front.
Oh, okay. Now I see it.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
super
I
hard to
couldn't
see.
see that.
Instead, I won't check that out. I'll check the broken bridge with her.
Wait, why won't you check the window out? Maybe there's some like old grain in there.
There's small children. Trigger. Explosion. Possibly.
Well, I'm at least gonna get someone to come with me to get another set of eyes.
Okay.
Yep.
To go to the trade.
Could I
trade
send Icarus into like the top part because he can fly?
Of the windmill?
Yeah. Oh no, this one over here. This the bridge. Across the bridge.
The
Yes.
keep.
Yes.
When I wait until I'll do this one after
Yeah.
everyone does their thing.
Yeah, I was gonna do that because you're
okay.
exploring an area that's past where, like, reaching the end of the quote dungeon area.
Oh.
Just because you're in the area that's the most isolated and difficult to get to.
Okay.
So I'm moving to other people first. So who is going with Zara? I'm guessing everybody.
Well, I'm gonna go with Diggory actually, because I feel like somebody needs to keep an eye on him after that whole entire thing.
Great.
I think Noria should go with him.
You both can. And Delphi.
Oh, great! So now I'm stuck with the fucking tiefling that tried to kill my dragon.
No, I'll be going with Diggory, and then Delphi will go with you.
Okay.
Okay, I'm fine with Delphi.
You know what? I was just gonna go explore somewhere else.
Okay, go ahead and
I think
explore on your
Crellius is gonna pat her Belle on the shoulder. It's like, it's okay, you didn't know.
Where did my character? Oh, there it is.
And Lazar's just gonna tell Delphi that there was a goblin in here rummaging that he let go, And to be careful, because there might be still some pointy swords or daggers or whatever.
She has her daggers out.
By the time,
Well, no, that's no. What? I'm saying like when you're rummaging, be careful so you don't prick yourself.
Okay, that's what you meant.
yeah, there's old metal daggers and stuff. Like,
Okay. Okay, so then I'll go with
you
Oh,
wanted to
know
go
what?
with Diggory?
At least we'll just go with Belle.
With Bell? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, we're splitting into 3.
Yeah. So we're
Yeah.
gonna go
And then
with
there were three.
top to bottom. So
Okay.
Bell and Kralis, when you enter this area, when I find the page,
Died.
this room is strewn with wreckage. A giant's rock punched through the roof and landed here, destroying
And also,
dining table, pair of long benches, old beds and wardrobes lie among the shattered dining room furniture.
So
This
it's
place is also still
long
definitely
house.
super on fire.
yeah.
Oh, I forgot it was on fire.
Can I make a perception check just to see if anybody's inside?
Hold on, give
Yeah.
me a second. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Go ahead and roll perception. Yes. And Belle,
I'm gonna do it.
you can join if you want to. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it too. Ooh, 22.
Um, there is at the base of the boulder, underneath the shattered dining room table, there are super old, decrepit skeletons from a
Nobody
long time
living.
ago. Correct. Nobody's living.
Okay. Then I guess Belle's just not gonna risk injury and just backs away. Is like, I don't want to get hurt today.
Yeah.
Um,
Maybe we should check one of the other houses.
Yeah.
sure.
There's
Before you finish checking yours, we're gonna split and go to Delphi and
Lazar.
Lazar. Words are hard.
good idea. Good idea.
Okay, so then she's going to investigate.
Okay.
I would say, uh, would we do it with advantage since we're just gonna concentrate and just like dig through the shit? It's gonna be our entire focus.
Are you going through the windmill or where are you going?
No, it's the trade shop that you were telling me about. No one's at the windmill right now.
Oh, here. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys can do investigation check each with advantage.
Okay. And that one ended that 20.
Well, you get your advantage.
Does that count as each? Or would I just use that for that 20?
No, because it's advantage. You do.
No, I'm saying as in like for the XP thing. So I'm guessing it
That's
would
one of
only count
each.
for the net. Oh, so it counts for both.
I mean, I guess not. I guess it's just one.
Okay.
Because it's whatever you use.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. What the fuck? I can't believe I just got a nat 1 and a nat 20. What the fuck?
Can we also talk about Delphi's +6 in investigation?
Yeah, I have a +1. And we still rolled the same thing.
Yeah, well, I mean, what did you expect from like effectively a rogue?
Yeah.
Like, gotta be a sneaky child. If
Hey,
you're gonna...
I have a +6 on stealth.
True. Fair.
I'm
I
pretty
like how
sure
we were the
she has a
exact
+5.
opposites.
Why don't
Same.
you roll me 2d100?
Who? Just either one?
Delphi, so Noria.
Oh, okay.
Lazar, why don't you do 4 D100? And
Oh my god.
I'll provide you with all 4 options and let you pick which one you get.
Alright, so, whoops. I got 16, 22, 1, and 89.
Can you write that down?
Yeah, I got you. There you go. I put it in roll 20.
Okay. Do I need to zoom out to see it? There it is. Okay. I'm starting with Noria for Delphi. You see, you remember somebody talking about like sharp things, and there is a knife that belonged to one of Delphi's relatives.
Oh.
That's what number 32 says, and I think that's more interesting than a pipe that blows bubbles. Which
Yeah,
is
I'm
19.
gonna let Delphi do whatever she wants with that.
So what is it?
It's a
A
knife
knife
that
that
belonged
belongs.
to a relative of Delphi.
So
Human
I'll
or
add
elf?
that.
It
You're
looks,
gonna be able to tell by the craftsmanship.
yeah, that would be what looks like, because she's half elven, I believe, and
Yes.
this is human, based off of the settlement that it is.
Okay.
So it's a human relative.
Okay, I added it in other possessions.
Perfect. Lazar. Of course. I'm gonna put all 4 in here without. Let me. Words are hard. No, I don't want that at the beginning. Thank you. Get rid of that. 22. I'll let you pick one of these 4 in here. But I'm gonna send it to you privately so it's not revealed for everything. And I think one of them is gonna stand out in comparison to the others. But I would be interested to see how you choose. There you go. So I'm going to, while you're figuring out what you pick and what you find, I'm going to go to Kralis and Diggory over here.
You mean Noria?
Noria and Diggory, yeah.
What?
Yep. You can pick one of those 4. Diggory and Noria, what are you two doing?
Well, yeah, what's Diggory doing?
Yeah, true. If you're there and not muted.
So when Misty Step says they teleports you, does it actually teleport you?
Correct.
Okay, then I'm gonna Misty Step across the bridge.
Neat. Boop.
And I'm gonna follow behind Icarus, and I'm just gonna look back and give her a salute.
Ah, great. Noria, you've lost the sociopath.
I was not expecting that. Have you been marking your spell usage off?
I've only been using cantrips.
I agree. I think that's what's been happening.
Yeah, this is my first ever spell. So at level 3, how many? I have 4. I have 2. I think. How many spell
You should
slots
have
do I
2
have?
slots total.
Yeah, and that's a Misty Steps a level 2, so I'm either stuck there or stuck there.
No, because all slots are cast at max level as a warlock.
Okay, so
Even if you cast a level 1 spell, it would cast at the highest level you can cast it at.
okay.
Always. It's never lower. It's always the most powerful option.
So what does that mean for me getting?
That means you cast 1 spell level. You still have another
Oh,
one.
okay. So I'm investigating this castle now. This area.
But before you do that, what did Lazar pick?
I think I'm gonna take the 4th option,
That's what I figured. Yeah.
but also I'm gonna investigate the second one because that's creepy. I'm not gonna take it. I'm just gonna
Okay.
research it or look at it.
Can I
and be
describe
like,
it
what
for
the
you then?
fuck? Yes.
Okay. So you reach down, and Delphi sees this as well. It's an old divination card that looks like a kenku with sharp knife-like wings and feathers. They are folded one over the other over the chest, and then it's looking to the left. Has super faded artwork, like you wouldn't have noticed unless you actually caught it.
I'm just gonna you point it out to Delphi. I'd be like, I guess they just made a card of this with one of my ancestors or some shit. Because it doesn't have my tattoo.
True, it does look like you. Okay, we're gonna go to Belmia.
I guess that would be considered a tattoo. I don't know what that would be.
Belmia and Kralis at the top.
Yeah.
I'm pulling up the map.
Yeah.
Okay. This looks like a barn. There's a dirt floor, the skeletal remains of 5 horses, in stalls that line the walls. Hanging on one of the walls are worn down bits, brittles, and leather saddles. 2 wooden ladders allow you to easily access the higher loft area.
Can we hear anything alive in there?
Roll me a perception check. You don't need to. It doesn't matter. You did, even with a natural 1. Because they rolled a 2, and your natural 1 is a 2. But that counts for your skill, your experience points. You see what looks like a young itty bitty baby. Not like an infant, but like 4 or 6.
Okay.
With a knife that's ready to stab you as soon as you climb up the ladder.
Dang. If only I was there.
I'm like, okay. I'm not gonna hurt you. This is all a misunderstanding. I'll just be body language with show hands up. Not gonna hurt her. Show that I mean no harm with my non-threatening as possible and go low to the ground.
You hear Goblin whispering. That's not the one that's holding the knife. It seems like these were the 2 kids that were chasing the chicken.
Okay.
The chicken children.
Yeah. Yeah. So Carly's just like kneels on the ground and is like trying to make sure that he looks like as harmless as possible because he assumes that these kids are so young that they don't know common. Do you know common?
Ooga
The
booga dooga.
close,
Is it?
yeah. It's ooga booga dooga.
Yeah,
I'm
That's
gonna take
the
that as a no.
that makes sense. All right, is there any way I can make a persuasion check just with my body language, or saying that I'm not threatening?
yeah. And Lazar, that looks like a burn scar tattoo.
Natural 20.
Like
Woo!
scarring.
It looks like hey, nice Kralis, natural 20. Yeah, the kid puts down the knife and there's like what was brave face is definitely just meltdown crying now.
Okay.
Thanks.
I grow up to her carefully.
Um, she backs away from you further into the corner as you go
Okay,
up the
makes
ladder.
sense. Okay, he doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't move anymore. But he also looks around to see because apparently she's talking to somebody, or might be talking to somebody to see if like anybody else is there. But yeah, Belle, you might want to come up here, or very carefully.
Belle just has this kind of like saddened look on her face, like, hearing a little bit of the commotion that's going on, and is just like ashamed of what she's done to, absolutely obliterating two individuals.
Um,
To be fair,
the
Curly's also had about equally the same thing because he literally started the entire thing.
true. He set the building on fire.
True.
Uh, as you're climbing, are you climbing up the ladder?
Yeah.
There's like a really old rusted pitchfork, and they throw it at you and miss completely because they don't have the arm strength to properly throw it.
Belle just kind of immediately just lets go of the ladder, just drops so she doesn't, like, she's like, I'm good. I don't think they like me. I'm not good with children anyway.
With that, we're gonna jump back all the way to Diggory. Or actually, we're gonna go to Noria first. After Diggory salutes you across, just teleporting to the other side.
Yeah, Noria's gonna Noria's not gonna like Noria's gonna like make a really angry like stamp and like pull out her sword.
Okay.
I'll be right
And-
back, boss.
And then is going to like do the two fingers at the eyes and then at him like I'm fucking watching you.
He mimics her.
Perfect. I would like to say, based off of your fighting expertise, this looks like you could back up, run, and jump across it. With the distance that it is, you should be able to run, jump across.
Right,
get
Nora's
there.
gonna do that.
It's a 10-foot jump. What's your score? Not
What's my
modifier.
score?
Strength score.
My strength is a 16.
Okay, yeah, so you can jump 16 feet, which is easy. to
Yeah.
make.
So I'll jump it.
Okay.
Coming for you, Diggory!
You see, like, he sees her and just starts sprinting.
You sprint, and let's figure out what's in there.
The little man hobbling while this woman is just full-fledged coming for him.
He's like, I'm sorry. Oh,
The kiddos returned home. I am shutting the door, just so that way their voices aren't in here. In the recording, because that's not... Okay. Alright. Let's... Diggory is running forward into the vast unknown of these walls here. Set into this Mott's curtain wall are two windowless stone gatehouses with wood shingled high-pitched rooftops. Let's see. Doors can be shut from within, but aren't barred when the characters first arrive. So what it looks like is you can block her out.
Diggory does that.
Remember, she has 16 strength.
It's okay. It's okay. He'll do it. He'll do it.
Okay.
and then he'll look around. He'll look around as fast as he can with Icarus looking around too.
Okay. You quickly go and shut it down. Like, close the gates behind you, so let's move you. There you go. Okay. The inner courtyard. The cloud giants heavily bombarded the keep. The inner bailey, or the inner courtyard, is strewn with rocks. Ramps lead up to the 8-foot-high stone parapet that encircles the yard. So all of these things are ramps that lead up to a stone wall 8 feet up, over the edge of the wall. There are 2 dead human guards, both of whom over here and directly in front of you, whose faces and upper torsos are underneath the rocks. Definitely like just old skeletons. Yeah, so you haven't gone inside, but that's what you see right there. And so before we read more, Noria, what are you doing?
I'm gonna bang on the, like, can I kick open the gate?
You can attempt to do so, sure.
Was it locked? Did he lock it?
It is long wood plank barred over, so it's not like lockpick. It's like wooden plank, thick, sturdy beam over it.
So it's not just like a wood beam that easily can be kicked in?
It should be pretty easily kicked in because it's old.
It's old.
Yeah.
So
But
yeah,
it's still a thick, like, just because a thick tree trunk is super old, it's still hard to just break.
Yeah. So would I roll strength or would I roll athletics?
You can do either one of those two. I'm guessing athletics because it's probably better for you because it has a bonus most likely.
Same bonus for both.
Okay, so
Actually,
yeah.
wait, no. Well,
You can
15.
pick athletics or 15? Okay.
Yeah.
You hear a crack. It does not break open.
Can I kick it again?
Before you do, we're gonna put effectively, a combat round between you and Diggory. So, Diggory, it is your turn. You have movement, 25 feet of movement, and you can move around to see what's there.
Which is 6 seconds.
Yep. You got 6 seconds, man. What you doing?
I'm gonna start running inside,
Okay.
and Icarus is also gonna follow suit, and we're gonna split.
Where are you? Which direction are you going? Where is inside?
Wait, wait, hold on. Let me.
Menacing is it to have
Is
a
is this like a castle?
This is castle wall here. Let me draw it to make sure that it's obvious. This part is wall. That part's wall.
Oh. Oh gosh, I don't have much I can't do much movement.
Nope, and that's the point. That's why I put you in a combat round.
Okay, but just because y'all are in combat round does not mean you have to kill each other.
That's true.
Yeah, no.
Literally,
all I'm doing is menacingly walking back, like walking after you. You're the one running from me.
Digger runs over here, and Icarus goes in through the top. Goes to the top. Wait, I could have went through here. Oh my gosh. Is this like chess? Where I'm thinking too much, man. I'm thinking too much.
I know. That's why I put you in a stressful situation, so that way. Cause
Okay, no,
somebody's trying to bang on the door that you closed, and like panic.
Diggory's gonna try to go through in this way.
Okay. This
While
is
that's
difficult
happening, I'm
terrain.
gonna go explore a different house.
Okay.
So this square is 2 feet, twice the amount of movement. So let me move you back, just so I
Okay.
can. No, just here, so I can do it. Yeah. Okay. Cool. You're there. I guess yeah, right there. So you're on the wall, trying to squeeze your way through this way. Noria, roll me another athletics.
Nat 20, baby.
No, it's an 11.
It's an 11.
You don't hear. You just hear the thudding of you ramming into the door.
Okay.
Diggory.
I continue my pursuit inside of this castle.
Okay.
He's gonna die.
Probably.
Opposite pursuit.
It's possible.
But Icarus is following me.
You're still gonna die. There's gonna be something in there.
Yeah, haven't you played Skyrim?
Can I do it stealthily? Because give me word.
No, then you lose half of your movement speed.
It's true. If you're trying to move stealthily, it's half your movement speed.
What's half of 25?
Rounded down if you're gonna do. I guess it's rounded up. So 30, 15.
And then plus another. So I would only be able to move 10 movement speed because I'm going stealthy and it's rough terrain.
We're
half.
We're rounding it so it's 12 and a half movement speed.
Oh, okay.
And then you
Rounded
take,
to
and
15.
then you take half of that because it's rough terrain.
Well, just through that one square, which he's already
Yeah.
used his movement, which is why he stopped there. So it won't be coming out. It's just that one square. Which I guess each one's 10 feet, so yeah.
No, he's just gonna
7.5.
accept it. He's gonna accept it. He's gonna accept it and just stay in this one spot.
Okay, so eventually Noria then breaks down the door and comes through. Because if you're
Fucking
staying in one
sprints after
spot,
his ass.
Noria's free to
Comes
move in.
barreling like a fucking,
Yeah,
like a boar.
you just listen as it thud, thud, and then snap.
Noria is going to aggressively pull out a notepad and start aggressively writing.
I was not expecting
then-
you to say the word notepad when you said aggressively pull out.
Is going to start aggressively writing and then hands the note to Diggory and said, "Why the fuck run from me after just murdering 2 people and you are trying to say you don't remember jack diddly shit? I think you're trying to
Someone
hide
plead
from me."
guilty.
Yeah.
He looks up. looks down and rereads it. He looks up and he kneels down on the ground, starts writing on the ground, and he hands it back to her
Oh God.
because you're a big scary lady.
Big scary woman.
What do you write back?
Big scary
Oh
person.
my God. You just write big scary lady.
Big scary woman.
He gives you a smile and
Fair.
points to the opening, and then gives you 2 thumbs up.
An eaten grin on his face.
And Dorian's
You know
just
it.
gonna start fucking laughing.
Oh boy.
For students. Or are we gonna pursue inside? Are we gonna continue inside? Or is she gonna agree?
Yeah.
I think we should finish exploring the houses before we
Oh,
continue on with the keep.
We're
Trust me,
already so far.
I'm planning on pausing there to go up to other people.
Yes, thank you.
Yep. Okay, Belmia, Kralis. Actually, sorry. We're gonna do Lazar and Delphi because we switched back up, so we're going through the order again.
Yeah, and the house northeast of the trade shop that we were just in, me and Delphi are gonna explore.
Okay. Let me look at the number. If I can find it. Nope, I zoomed out. Nope. Come here. There you go. Okay. So this is a farmhouse. It looks effectively like it's a storage shed. Keep in mind that this is like 20 feet across and like maybe 15 feet for the L shape. It looks rummaged through. It looks like gardening stuff has come through. There is there's like a pitchfork, old stuff, like old farming equipment.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Nothing really useful.
correct.
Uh,
Down to the right.
yeah, I want to explore this one and this one.
Okay.
As well.
It. Oh, for. Okay. 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 Good. 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 This looks like an old, rundown, but now overgrown. I thought you were talking about this one, right?
Yeah, I was.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, this one and then
This is
this
an
one.
overgrown nature apothecary.
That has a rock in it.
Correct. That's what all these things are up here too. So it looks like all the plants and flowers and herbs that were there have grown naturally wild around the outside of the home. So there is enough stuff for people who are proficient with medicine to craft 3 herbalism kits. There is an old vial of antitoxin and a pouch containing 15 gold.
Ooh.
That is like behind some jars of like what looks like succulents and other forms of small like plant-based flora. I mean, plant-based plant is exactly what I just said, but yeah.
So obviously I'm gonna pick up the gold,
Okay. Sure.
and then I guess I'll go ahead and do a medicine check.
Okay. Oh, it's
I don't
not
know what they
not
are.
not medicine check. It's proficient with medicine.
Oh yeah, I'm not.
Yeah. It's there's a large amount of I don't think Delphi is either proficient in
No.
medicine. Okay. Yeah, it just looks like a lot of overgrown plants. But you found some gold, and that's probably satisfying enough. And
Yeah.
pretty unexpected to find 15 gold.
Yeah, it is.
Do you want to check? Let's check the last one down there.
E.
Okay. Um, those have gone up there. Yeah, this is another empty house here. It says that this is the location where this is the location where the two uh chicken goblins would have gone, but I changed their location, so
Okay.
it's empty. And same thing, kind of mess around, but there's not anything useful, even after you search through everything.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna go find Belmia and Graylease and regroup with them. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna do that, and then we can finish exploring the houses, I guess.
Okay, so where are you going?
I'm gonna go regroup with Belmia and Graylease.
Okay, and as you do that, what are Belmia and Craylease doing? Are you heading out?
All in the barn, so
Belle's kind of stepped out of the barn just because she's not about to get attempted stibby stab with a rusty pitchfork.
Why not?
She already made one mistake, she's not making another.
Okay, that's fair. At this
can I?
point, Delphi and Lazar walk up. Yes, Craylease, what were you saying?
I was gonna say, can I see the person who threw the the thing? But I can do that later.
No, you can do that now. That's fine.
Okay.
They look like two young children, probably like 5 and 7. I know I said 4 and 6, but it's hard to tell the difference between
Okay.
species.
I'm gonna turn to the older one and just say, common.
What are you saying,
You might
common?
common
I was
question
just saying,
mark?
common. Do you speak common?
Uh, there was a similar question asked earlier, and it was effectively gobbledygook or something
Yeah.
close to that.
Do you understand me? What I'm saying?
Uh,
They're just gonna
they
stare
they
at you
s-
blankly.
yeah, they do that, but also they respond in goblin.
Okay.
Hablo no español.
So you're asking if in your language if they speak and they're responding in their language and you don't know what it means.
Yeah.
If is there anything you guys wanted to do up there?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, then we're gonna move back down to the keep with Noria and Diggory.
I just wanted to lay my weapons down and stuff like that.
Do you think we should call it here though?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
I like a
I think
cliffhanger, making people wait. That's great. I like that. Yeah, I mean a 3 hour and 10-minute session is pretty good. So yeah, let's call it for the night.
Good idea.
Yeah. Gives me some time to actually look into the keep because I didn't expect you guys to reach it yet. So, good things. Good time. Good timing. I like that.
How many total goblins did we kill? Including the children?
12.
Well,
Okay.
Yeah. So they're 50.
Bell killed too.
They're 50.
I'm sorry, I
600.
don't want experience from those two that you killed.
You can choose to reject experience if you want to.
Yeah, I'm rejecting that experience for those two goblins.
For those two? Okay, so you want
Yes.
the 10, but not those two.
Yeah.
Okay. So
And
that
that
would
shit
be,
is experience.
I believe, 5 people. Is that how many other people are here right now? Right?
4. Because Shallows is
No,
not
it's 5
alive.
total.
Shallows isn't alive.
1,
Yeah,
2, 3.
That
No,
there's
it's 5.
6
Yeah, it's
people
5.
here.
5. and
There's
then
5
So
total
minus-
people.
Yeah,
Diggory
no.
Diggory's another person.
6 minus 4 or 2 is 4.
Where's the 2?
oh, Delphi.
Shallows.
Shallows is 1.
But he didn't participate in anything.
There's 5 people, Nathan.
Me, Qualis, Diggory,
So
Lazar.
yes, 4. Lazar, Diggory, Kralis, Belmia.
Oh yeah,
For that,
Noria, you're not
for
taking
that, for that. No, just for the 2.
Just for the
Wait,
2, we're
what?
splitting the 5.
Oh.
10 goblins kills are going to 5 people.
Then 2 are going to 4.
So
Okay.
it's 500
Okay,
experience
yeah.
split to 5 people, so 100 each.
Okay.
And then the 2 goblins, which Nori is cutting out, so 40 experience divided by 4 for 10. So 510.
110.
510 to everybody except for Nori, who gets 500. Plus, all the normal nat 20, nat 1s session experience.
Nice.
And I believe I have an attendance in there as well.
Yeah.
Just so that way we have a continuous stream of leveling up even if we're not fighting stuff. Even if it's small.
Well, it was a good session. We attacked a possibly innocent city.
Oopsie.
Through... Can I get anybody who wants to, or feels weird that this wasn't an aggressive encounter, can I get those people to roll an insight check?
I will roll an insight check.
What did Diggory
18.
get? 18?
No, you don't get to roll because you're aggressive.
This is aggressive.
What's my insight?
So literally everyone except for Diggory gets the roll on this one, I think.
19.
About Belvia.
It was an accident!
Yeah, but she's not killing children.
That's
Buenos.
true.
I feel like this does to be the, the
They
name
weren't-
of this
they weren't
episode should just be
children. I
Oopsie.
didn't do it on purpose.
You have a
That's
Diggory
fine,
now used her
Diggory.
ability,
have-
stood there, and just internally is crying.
Belmia,
Yeah.
you have the feeling that whoever was... This was too easy for the town. Perhaps there's
Yeah.
people who have been sent out to scout or help.
Oh no.
And then those people are going to be coming home to a
Oh
ruined
no.
village. Instead of
Oh, no.
people treated fairly and being treated as honored guests with their...
And Diggory.
with
And
their
Diggory murdered 2 innocents.
with their possible connection to the yawning portal's underground market.
Oh. What have we
Honestly.
done?
Because goblins.
Okay,
Yeah.
but that's like kind of racist, assuming all goblins know each other.
Oh,
Especially when they're so far away.
this is 3 days, man.
That's a lot! When you don't have reliable travel?
That's fair, but they seemed lazy yesterday, and they seemed lazy today. All I'm trying to say is
Something
We listen to elves.
you listen to elves who are unfortunately partially racist sometimes.
Yeah,
Yup.
that is true.
Uh,
But, I mean, to be fair, what race isn't racist to goblins?
True.
Goblins.
Goblins, yeah.
goblins.
I mean, some goblins are racist to other goblins.
That's fair.
Exactly!
True.
Also, I'm now level 5 by 5 experience.
Nice.
I've been level 5 for a bit.
Not even close.
I'm close to level 4.
Yeah. Good.
Good. Dies next round.
Good.
Good. More death. Okay. But with that, yeah, all I wanted to provide you with Velmia was a warning that it didn't seem very well guarded.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Even their quote keep up here didn't have any guards in front. So maybe it's fine on its own.
Feel like we've made the mistake.
Maybe there's a reason the bridge is shattered and the door was open.
Said, as soon as that man walked into that keep, he was gonna die.
And he hasn't walked in yet. It's almost
I
like
know.
there's a reason.
But I swear that man is gonna die. Also, if any of you are wondering why there's a quotations with Noria's name, is because Noria found out her birth name.
Oh.
But refuses to go by it yet.
I mean, because she knows nothing about it.
Yup.
Okay. Well, with that, I desperately need to use the bathroom, so I'm gonna disappear.
Bye.
Good
Okay,
night,
bye.
peoples.
Boy.